Day 6 of the 2025 Nationals about to get underway, and we cannot wait for this competition because it is the Australian Senior Sides Championships, and we've got a huge contest coming up for you with Western Australia up against New South Wales to kick things off. This is round 3. We were at Burnie yesterday for the Para Nationals, so we did miss a couple of rounds, but Victoria and Tasmania unblemished in the men's so far. New South Wales as well going 2-0 after 2 big wins over Queensland and South Australia. Western Australia yet to get on the board, so they'll be looking for their first win of the competition today. Val Febo, my name, here on Rinkside Live at the Devonport Country Club, alongside me, Connor Munnings, as he has been the last couple of days. Connor, welcome to you.
Thanks, Val. Good to be back at Devonport Country Club.
And as we normally do during size, we really bring in the big guns, and I speak of none other than, I was going to call him Bowls Australia's events manager, but he's now General Manager of Bowls Operations at Bowls Australia. Andrew Howie, welcome.
Morning, Val. Thanks for having me, mate. It's great to be on board for the first time during the Nationals. Very exciting matchup we've got here. New South Wales, as you alluded to, started well yesterday. WA probably not that impressed with their day, just losing a couple of close battles. I did watch WA the other day in their practice game on here against SA on this surface, and they played really well. So I'm expecting this to be a great matchup.
And the SA men, of course, won it last year, so to push them is a really good result.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, the men's field is really strong this year. He's got some quality outfits: New South Wales, SA, Victoria, Queensland. So it's it's going to be really down to the balance in the last sort of game on Tuesday to see who can claim the title.
I think these outdoor greens here, they can be quite slow, and challenging for a lot of teams. So I think it's going to be who adapts the quickest and who can be able to change from outdoor to indoor the best out of all of the teams. But we'll list through the teams at the moment. Tony Hinton, Rick Robo, known as Roderick, but prefers Rick. Paul Williams and Peter Taylor for New South Wales up against Grant Nicol, Gary Keep, Peter Leeson and Bradley King.
Yeah, so Rick... WA started well here. He's looking to just arrive down on the draw. Can get to either shot bowl or trail the jack. He's worked out all right. He's almost got the shot out of that, Val. As you would see, he played perfect speed, just under his line, but got a good result. So Gary sticking to his backhand. Just looking to put another one in the area. If he happens to draw a toucher, is a massive result here. He's very close. Oh, what a shot. It's very stiff.
That is very stiff.
Wow, what a start by the WA guys. Rick staying on this backhand, just be looking to try and draw as close as he can without crossing the centre line. Doesn't want to get anywhere near the jack here.
Format, 21 ends, untimed. Wow. So he's probably still one down. This has been an excellent start.
Yeah, it's... not a bad shot. He's probably made it a little bit easier for the WA team now. They just got to look to crack an egg on the black bowl, and the jack should squirt through the gap there for 3 shots. Anywhere from sort of a couple of feet to a yard away.
Pretty good pedigree in this set of 8. Tony Hinton played the over 60s pairs final at the AO this year, and you felt for them. Him and Warren Shipley, because no 3 had been scored throughout the entire match, and then all of a sudden in the last end, Nick Dorr and Neville Brown managed to score a 3 to send it to an extra end and take home the contest in what was probably the best final of the Australian Open this year.
Yeah, I remember that well, Val. It was a great game, and as you said, it probably not something you want to bring up to Warren or Tony just as yet. They're probably still trying to get over that.
I don't blame them,
especially loss. Yeah,
especially Warren, because he played in that 2020 BPL Cup final where Craig Mills trailed the Jack into the ditch with the final bowl of the tiebreak to win. So
that's correct.
he's had a couple of heartbreakers in national finals, but looking to try and manufacture something here for New South Wales.
Good shot there by Paul. He's put it in a perfect spot. Just had to get past and try and minimise the danger if the Jack was to move back in between those bowls.
The other matchups this morning, South Australia versus Queensland, that is going to be huge and very telling for sort of top 3 positions.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then New South Wales, Western Australia, ACT v NT in the Battle of the Territories, and Victoria versus Tasmania in a battle of the undefeated lineups.
Yeah, big game, those ones, especially the Queensland SA. They're both, especially in the men, they've already had a loss, so whoever's to lose that game are probably just about out, Val.
That's how cutthroat it is.
Yeah, we're only talking round 3, but yeah, it's such a close competition. Rightio, so looks like New South Wales are still holding shot. So we see Brad King going back to the mat. He's really just got to try and get into the target area here with a yard of weight and see what happens. He sort of gets the outside of the black valve onto the Jack. He could make 2 or 3. The weight's pretty critical here. As we know on indoor surfaces, the heavier Jacks, they do roll a long way. So he's got to just play that full draw and see if he can get a result.
Big first end out of the 21. Always good to get on the board. WA yesterday fell to South Australia by 6 shots in the opening round and then to Queensland by 12 shots.
So Peter Taylor on the mat for New South Wales. He's been a great bowler for a long time, Val, in the Port Macquarie area. I think he might play at Lismore or somewhere like that now, but yeah, he's been a great player, stalwart of the over 60s team for many years.
Must be in the name. There's a couple of good Peter Taylors that on the bowls green.
Yeah, they actually call, so there's obviously Peter Taylor who plays in the Open New South Wales team. They call him young Peter Taylor, and this is old Peter Taylor. Because
well, he wanted to be known as Tails.
Yeah, and they used to play in the same area as well, so it could get a bit confusing. But so Brad looking to correct here. He needs to find a little bit more grass. He's very close here.
He's close.
Just needs it to get down.
What an end of bowls we've seen to start proceedings this morning.
Wow, he's unlucky there. His weight was perfect for the shot. Just couldn't quite get back.
Just try and fix up this scoreboard for you. Just playing around with a few different things.
WA can take a lot of confidence out of that end, especially up front. They put the pressure on, but it is 1 to New South Wales.
We've got a paddler this morning. Bob Carlson is he's in my good books.
Yeah, they've looked after you, Val.
Yep, big time.
Michael Andish, one of the local ITOs from Tasmania, but it does a mountain of work for our national events across the year. I believe he's heavily involved in his own club, but also the region as well. So
it's wonderful to see. We've had some awesome ITOs and markers around and volunteers as well across both Devonport and Burnie. We were at Burnie yesterday, and they looked after us. They were fantastic.
Yeah, big shout out to Burnie, David Dewan and the team there.
He was amazing.
Yeah, they were a pleasure to work with leading into the event. And yeah, obviously I couldn't be here. I was here managing things at Devonport. But yeah, from all reports, they did a fantastic job. Made everyone feel welcome. And yeah, it wasn't without issues in terms of weather and trying to bring some games inside, and led by Troy Corber there from the Bowls Australia team. But yeah, credit to Burnie. Well done. Great to have you involved in the 2025 Nationals.
And they that indoor green was beautiful. Connor and I had a little roll up on it yesterday just to test it out and see what it was doing. And yeah, it was wonderful. And from all accounts, very forgiving. You could be a bit tired, it would hold. You could be a bit wayward, it would come back. So it was a beautiful green for the Paras to play on, and we saw some epic finishes. I think Friday afternoon, that men's triples final session, 3 different states were holding the gold medal throughout that session.
Wow, incredible.
And South Australia even stormed home. Queensland went from first going into the day to fourth. So it was quite an incredible afternoon.
Yeah, the level of our para-athletes is just getting higher and higher, Val, across every state. The way they perform at that level, it's just amazing. It's inspiring, really. And they could, like, you look at the likes of Jimmy Reynolds and Josh Thornton and Damien Delgado on their day, they'll beat anyone, even in the open events. So it's really putting Australia in such great stead for like international events and com games and stuff like that. So it's a credit to all the athletes pushing each other.
What was incredible was we saw Serena Bonnell and Jimmy Reynolds win the singles events in the women's and men's respectively, and then they won the World Cup as well. So they continued on their merry way, winning the MVPs. So
yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks for them. So back to the game here. No one's really found the length yet. So it's first in here. See whether Gary can try another jack. As you'll see on this green, it really is a nice turn, nice bend either hand. It's running about sort of 15.5 seconds, just a real nice pace. So I'm expecting a good high-quality game here. As we see Gary, he's done well. What a great shot.
New South Wales won the overall best team last year. It was a bit of a bizarre tournament, wasn't it, Howie? Because we saw South Australia win the men's, Victoria go with the three-peat in the women's, and then New South Wales take home the overall because they finished second in both disciplines. Yeah,
it doesn't happen very often like that. But yeah, they were obviously the most consistent team across both events, and therefore were awarded the Glenn Bazisto overall champion state. So. But I'm sure it was, although great to win, I think they definitely wanted to win one of those gold medals. So we'll see if they can do it this year, as Gary Keep has nailed it again. That's great seconding. He started well in this match. So, Paul Williams on the mat. He's still got a bit of room here to draw the shot.
Got those green Master Premiers, so that'll be easy to remember for those out there. Other rinks across this contest: Robert Warren skipping for for New South Wales against Graham Wishart, and then Warren Shipley against Ross Bresland. Warren is a wonderful player from Soldiers Point. Been great to watch him play over the last few years since I've been at Bowls Australia. I've streamed him a few times.
Yeah, so Peter Leeson here on the mat. He'd love to draw a shot here. Tucks the jack away is great. Even just sneaks past. Covers any trail that New South Wales would be looking to try and do here. Played it well. Just wants to miss the jack now. What a great shot, Peter Leeson. And a back toucher. The front two here for WA have started well. Really putting the pressure on New South Wales. So Paul Williams here doesn't need to correct much. His weight wasn't too bad. Just needs to find that line. Let the ball do the work. How's he going here? How's he going here, Val?
He's very close. That's coming back beautifully.
Oh,
just not going to get there.
The beauty about that is he's given his skip something to work with. Although he's not the shot, they're still 3 down. He's given him another bold target to work off if he still wanted to play that hand.
Yeah, because if you crash into it on that forehand, you're most likely going to go towards the jack, or it's at least going to go past in a good bump-up area.
Yeah, I'd say see what this bowl does, but I reckon Peter Taylor might be playing weight down on his backhand, Val, through the split. Could get all 3 bowls. Yeah. New South Wales do have the next 4 or 5 bowls after those 3, so We'll see what he elects to play.
New South Wales haven't. It's funny, for a state that is so successful, they actually haven't won the John Dobby or Betty Collins trophies, or either of them, since 2019, where they took home the men's award, the John Dobby AM Men's Trophy. They haven't won Betty Collins since 2018, but they won the overall last year. So it's kind of a case of so close yet so far for New South Wales.
Yeah, I think you're right, Val. They've probably underachieved for the teams they've put out on the paddock. But in saying that, the quality of the over-60s bowls over the last, since I've been in the job 7 years, has just gotten better and better each year. And it's just great to see there's that pathway now. Once you turn 60, you can represent your state. And so Peter Taylor, he's going to stay with his forehand.
What it does is it keeps people hungry as well. I think it keeps you engaged for longer in the game, because there's pathways to play to. And of course we have the Atlantic Senior Fours coming up in Cyprus later this year. That'll be next month with a team of 8 from Australia heading over.
Yeah, no, great to see. Great to see the high performance team have given those players an opportunity to go and represent Australia in an event like that. So
when do we get to go?
Yeah, I'm waiting for one of those call-ups, Val, to go to one of them or Hong Kong or something like that. But
well, you are the best events manager on the planet, mate, so surely...
You're too kind.
Surely they'd get you in as a consultant.
Okay, so he's got to be careful here. I think it's just a full draw down through his green bowl from the left to screen. He does get to the jack. He can kick it out to Paul's bowl on the right of screen. Will it get back?
They do turn, but I think it's all weight critical.
He's probably just overplayed it a touch there. So chance for Brad King. These are the ones in the game of fours you love to make count. Last bowl, free kick. He's got about 2 feet of room to draw the shot here.
His track is okay. It needs to start turning, which it is. It's all going to be about his weight.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there.
So it looks like it's going to be a 3 to Western Australia, thanks to some brilliant second work by Gary Keep. It is 3.
A great start by the WA boys.
They are in front. 3 shots to 1. That's after 2 ends. We play 21 and untimed. And yeah, yesterday saw WA win 2 of their 6 rinks across the men's competition. New South Wales won 4.5. Victoria and Tasmania went unbeaten across all 6 rinks in the men's competition yesterday.
Yeah, incredible start.
Yep.
What you'll notice on this surface, Val, up front is going to win this match. It's very hard to get out of trouble unless you've got a sort of a full, like a open draw or a full-blooded drive or swinging shot. Like Pete had a shot there to play, but it wasn't easy. So yeah, this up front battle, the leads and seconds, is going to be crucial to see who wins this match.
On this green, Connor and I have spoken about it a lot over the last week and a half or so, or week, that you can't play swinging weight. You've either got to have a full-blooded go at it or you have to draw, because the swinging weight, it just doesn't work because they hold.
Yeah, it's can be a bit trickier than the grass, obviously, playing those swingers. End of the day, you got to play what you're confident in and what you think gives you the best percentage of turning the head over into your favour. But so Tony's got a chance here. He'd love to find the range and jump on for his team.
Tony Hinton was incredible in that Australian Open final earlier this year. Leaning for Warren Shipley. That one's just going to drop a little short.
Yeah, he just hasn't quite found his range yet, but it's only early. So Grant Nicol, he's been a solid lead for many, many years. Well, I believe he used to play out of the Osborne Park Club, Val. I'm not sure if he's still there or not, but so Tony needs to add 2 meters of weight here.
This is much better if you're Peter Taylor. Got one past.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Of course, no respot, so you're not really playing for respot, but anything past for a skip is just so good to work with. Those short bowls at this level, most likely not going to come into effect. But this man, Gary Keep, he's been on fire so far.
I found this very interesting, Val. He's played 4 bowls on the other side of the green to start this match and nailed all 4. And he's gone and played the other side of the green. So just little things like that that you look to as a skipper. If someone's going good on that other hand, keep him there. And he's just failed for the first time in this match.
So Rick Roper's a pretty good name. You'd find that in a comic book or something like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, Rick, I know him well. I've had the pleasure of playing against him a few times back in my days with Mount Lewis when he was, I believe he's still there at Waverley Bowls Club. Yeah, great fella. Not sure if he's still on the New South Wales board, but has been on the board there and given some time back to the sport. So he just needs this to hold now.
Oh, watch this turn late. Watch this dart away. His weight was pretty good, but yeah, look at the finish on those bowls.
Yeah, what you notice, and this is where synthetics or carpets are a bit different to grass greens. Like on a grass green, you miss your line, you still can hang around a little bit. Well, you really get punished on carpet greens if you're under the jack. It just ran a long way, so you're better off just trying to be a foot or so high of the jack. If it gets back, it gets back. You just try not to cut that line. So good bowl there by Rick, good correction. But I guess while we're watching this unfold, Val, I'd like to do a shout-out to the Devonport Country Club, led by club manager or general manager Brett Kerr and Alyssa Jeffrey and their mountain of volunteers. They've done a fantastic job over the first week of the Nationals. Left no stone unturned, making sure everyone's happy and feeling welcome and enjoying their time here. So, yeah, big shout-out. Obviously, still another 13 or 14 days to go.
Yeah, something like that.
But, yeah, they've been awesome. Great to work with. So, yeah, no, well done, Devonport Country Club.
Well, how's this one looking from Peter Leeson? His weight was okay.
Yeah, still just down.
I think what's going to help Peter Taylor at the back end, maybe that back bowl, he can afford to really arrive up to it.
Yeah,
I think having something past is going to help.
He's probably holding, so he'd love Paul here to draw a couple in the head. Just didn't quite have the running.
A lot of nuisance bowls at the front there.
So Peter, he only really needs a foot on his last. He'll draw the shot. Another one, the head really does set it up for his skip to potentially play a conversion. Just needs to start turning now. It's a good effort. No harm back there.
What can these Green Masters conjure up?
Well, he's a lot closer. Just needs it to hold. His weight's pretty good.
He's got in and...
Oh, he's done well.
Probably... Oh, do you reckon it's enough for 2? Probably just out.
Yeah, we'll say the angles are deceiving. It does... Oh, the screen, Val, it looks like it's in, but... Oh, no, Michael Andish has put up the 2 paddles.
Yep, so he's got it. Some big bowls coming up now for Bradley King to try and wrestle this away.
Yeah, he needs to try and navigate a path. Probably doesn't matter what hand he plays. Try and draw the shot. Just think if he's arriving around that short bowl, Val, he might struggle to get back to those bowls to turn them in. So it's Probably just a draw.
How's this one going from Bradley King?
Just don't think it's going to get back.
It's trying to.
He couldn't play that much better, and he didn't quite get back. His weight's perfect for the shot. Depending on what Peter Taylor does here.
It's got a pretty good track here, Peter Taylor, if he's got the weight. Oof. Fine effort. He'd be nearly in.
I was going to say, I'd be nearly inclined to WA got the best three back. Sink the jack, get to the bowls. But he's going to stay on the same shot. Problem here is whether he tries to correct too much and just needs to clear the front, Val.
They're interested.
Clear the front.
Very, very close.
Oh, he's done it.
He is the king.
Wow. He's done well to get under that bowl and hold up for shot. Ah, interesting. Peter Taylor electing to just confidently draw on the backhand. He turns Rick's bowl, he will get the shot. He's very close. He's done.
Oh, he's just
got
shaking it.
Gee, that's unlucky.
He gave it everything. Did everything right.
Just took a slight little walk there on him. Didn't quite get back as much as it should have.
So we're actually going to be measuring here for a couple because, well, it looked like it was one to Western Australia. No, the measure is all good. So one more to Western Australia. 4 shots to 1, that's after 3. It's been a really good start to this contest, hasn't it?
Sure has. Yeah, no, they're all playing well.
The overall masterboard sees New South Wales 8-7 ahead. That's after 9 completed ends of the 63. Of course, you can be dominating on your rink, but you got to be a consistent unit. It's all about that teamwork and everyone chipping in. You can't afford to drop those big numbers because while, yes, it can hurt your individual match, it can also hurt your team as well.
Yeah, that's right, Val. Doesn't matter if, especially late in the game, if it's close overall and your ring's down, you try and do the best for your team. Look at that masterboard and try and turn it in your favour.
That's the thing, like say you're down by 15 shots in a game of 4s, but you're in front by 1 on the masterboard. You've got to stay engaged. You can't just get bereft on your confidence. You just got to be out. You've got to be up. You've got to be ready to go.
That's exactly right. Like in this type of format, Val, you could be losing by 15 or 20 shots, but you might have a bowl to win the game overall.
Exactly.
And become the hero. So Tony Hinton there, great opener. He'd be happy with that.
Yeah. And say that happens, you're down by 15, you score a 2 to win on the to lose by 13, but you win on the masterboard by 1. You don't remember that you lost. You remember the fact that you had that last bowl to win for your state.
So Grant looks like he's going to crash on his own bowl. We'd be disappointed with that. It's really opened the door here for Tony. Pretty good track. Great shooting. That's a great switch. He's done well.
Went up and asked them, the New South Wales boys, what the bowls were before the game, and they couldn't remember what Tony's were, so they just go the black ones. They're XGs, though.
Are they AXGs?
Yep.
Okay.
So you do rarely see the full black bowls being used now.
Yeah.
Nice and old school.
No, it doesn't happen. We're very sport for choice these days.
What'd you start with?
I started with size 00, Classic 2 Deluxe, Val, when I was 10 years old. I think they had a puppy dog on them or something like that. Yeah. I would have had to obviously borrow them from one of the ladies at the club. And so it brings back fond memories.
Size 00s. Just shows how many, how many sizes there are for bowls and how anyone can just stay engaged and stay involved in this sport. So Gary, he's keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, just sliding through. Great track both times. But chance here for Rick. Yeah, very nice delivery. Stays down low through his delivery. Good track. How's his weight? He's a bit unlucky with that little touch. Okay, so pressure on Peter Leeson. Ideally looking to beat the wing bowl. If he beats that, he's going to be pretty close to shot anyway. Okay, will it get back?
It's trying.
Yeah, well, it's a good effort.
Yeah. That's a nice little catchment of Western Australian bowls back there. New South Wales still holding sway at their head, though. Paul Williams makes his way down the green. Or the blue. They call it the swimming pool here at Devonport. It's not a bad effort. If you can land right there, it's not a bad spot to be.
Peter looks to drop a couple of feet away. He'll be close. He's trying here. Very close.
That is... Oh, it's finished beautifully, but just that little bit too much weight.
Yeah, it's a good shot. So Paul just needs to correct a little bit on his first. His weight's perfect. Will it hang around?
I've been really impressed this morning with how these players have actually been able to adapt to this indoor green. I don't think either of them played on it yesterday.
New South Wales did in the morning. Yeah, but WA played a game the day before.
Yep.
It's and they've all had a chance to get on and have a roll up. And it's as I alluded to before, Val, it's a very kind green.
Mm-hmm.
Both hands turn nicely. It's just about getting
beautiful.
that weight and letting your bowl do the work. As we can see, both teams have started well in this match.
Yeah, Connor and I have had you as well. We've all had a bit of a roll up on it during a little bit of downtime, and it's been great fun because you can really some of the bowls that they've got here are the real old school bowls.
Yeah.
And they turn a mile. You have to toss it halfway onto the next rink over, and it comes back.
He just needs to get down here, Brad King. His weight's perfect. Oh. Just didn't quite get that bend like everyone else had been, so he might be using just a little bit of a tighter bowl.
So they're orange SRVs.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not sure which one is the tighter one out of the SR or the SRV.
SRV's the tighter.
Yep.
Yeah. Peter Taylor, very close.
This is mightily close, Howie.
Yeah, what a great shot.
Yeah, that's
counts.
brilliant. That is brilliant.
Okay, it's still a draw.
Feel like the gentleman cutting our highlights from SportVot, I feel like they are going to have a very, very busy morning cutting these for us, because this has been a really good start. I've only played 3 ends and already amazed at what these guys are doing.
Needs to get to Peter's bowl. Needs to hold.
Is it going to?
Oh,
what a try.
Effort. Great weight twice. So Peter has got a free hit. This is very close as well. Just going to be gentle on the jack.
Yeah, it's risky. It's okay. It's more than okay.
Probably unlucky in the end. It is 2.
Yeah, if that jack could have maybe gone a little bit more to the left of screen, he could have been 4 up. But still a good bowl. 4 shots to 3 in favour of Western Australia. So 4 shots to 3. 4 ends played, almost a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, New South Wales electing to go a little bit longer here. Try and stretch that length out. Pretty fair opener here. Not bad.
Fours is a game where, if you're first or second, you play such a pivotal role. And I know a lot of people say, the lead and the second, it can be irrelevant at times, but I'm of the contrary. I think they're so important.
Yeah, 100% Val. If you're a new bowler and you can master leading, you're going to go a long way. You'll find a lot of the good skips will pick you up, and they do win a lot of games. I guess when I was growing up, Val, throughout the years, a second was seen as a spot where you'd sometimes hide someone, but definitely not at this level. Your second can really control a game. If your lead's playing well, they can further dominate, or if your lead's struggling, they can really turn it in your favour. But I guess as a skip, you don't need to play good ones every end, Val. If your team's playing well, you probably look to play those 6 or 7 really big bowls throughout a course of 21 ends can win you a game.
Yeah, as a skip, I think you want an armchair ride, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's what you dream of, but it doesn't always happen in bowls. Okay, so the length has worked so far. Tony Hinton has put 2 thereabouts. Now Rick Roper, love to draw a toucher here. Of course, if you are in the area, the Devonport area, please come down to Devonport Country Club. Plenty of action. We have 4 greens running at the same time. Plenty of food and drinks available. Val, we've got the restaurant here at the club. We've also got additional drink and food services out on the one of the golf tees. They've turned into
that's great.
Turned into a little food and beverage spot. It's looking a treat here. So yeah, get on down, support Devonport Country Club. Come and watch the best over 60s players in the country battle it out for national glory.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So you've got the Kentish Lions there. So they've got nice egg and bacon rolls in the morning. They're good. And then you've got Eat Me Happy, which does coffee. Some great... I had one of the cookies there the other day. Elite. And then you've also got the food in the club as well. So it's brilliant if you are in the area.
Yeah, you've even got Here Goes Apples as well. He's
I haven't had one yet.
one of the
Supposed to be good.
volunteers. So the local orchard down the road has donated 700 apples to the club. And Here Goes in control of those apples, and he's probably the most popular man in Tasmania the last few days.
Yeah, they look really good. I haven't had one yet, but Rachel Roger has informed me that they are great. The newest member of the events team.
Yeah, so Gary Keep, he's done well with his first here. It's great shooting. He's playing well. What a great shot. Yeah, Rachel settled in well to the events role. Her first event was the BPL a couple of weeks ago now, Val, and now the Nationals. So we see the fog outside starting to lift, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful morning this morning with the fog. Looking over the Mersey River, it was glistening between the fog and the sun.
So it's Waite by Paul, looking to trail the jack into the ditch. Wants to leave his back one. Okay, that's all right. 1-1 out. Attacking early. So the call for WA is stick to that forehand. Probably just a full draw. You can get to that black one, turn it twice for 3. You do turn the shot ball behind the jack's a good result, or sneak past yourself. Played it well. Just needs to get there now. It's good. New South Wales are back to the draw now, surely. Only got one ball in the head.
WA really putting in a good effort. We'll have a look at the masterboard as well. Shows 13 shots to 11 at the moment in favour of Western Australia. We do have 2 conflicting masterboards here. 11 shots to 6, apologies.
Okay, I'd love to get a turn on this black bowl now. Has he sent it?
Sorry, 11 shots to 6, yes, in favour of New South Wales. Apologies. So this rink keeping Western Australia well and truly engaged.
Yeah, it looks like the rink of Warren Shipley's jumped out of the box.
Yeah, 9-1 there in front.
Okay, Peter Taylor. He'd love to draw. Love to draw these shot, but another ball in the head really does help. Didn't like it out of the hand. Yeah, that's why he's not reaching. Brad King. Here's the first chance of the match, Val.
Yep.
Sits this black bowl out, he will live 4 shots.
Well, this is one of those 6-7 big bowls that you're talking about.
Exactly right.
Put the pressure on. Keep your state in this contest. Not sure his weight is there. It's coming.
He's close to drawing another shot.
Almost did.
See, the problem you see there, Val, he's almost blocked that shot
Yep.
now for his next. He needed to play it then. Give himself 2 cracks at sitting that bowl out.
Because you can't. That swinging weight is so difficult to play, and now all of a sudden, if Peter can get a little trail on, which he won't, because that is going to drop well short.
He can get there. He's probably just got to play a touch more weight now through the wing yellow bowl. It's worth a crack. He gets that out, he's 5.
That would be massive.
No real danger.
He's definitely got more weight.
How's he going? Needs to get through his front ones. No, hasn't quite got the result.
But WA keep the score ticking over.
Yeah, a bit of a let off there for New South Wales.
Yeah, they'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief because, say, if you update a 5 there, puts WA right back into contention. 5 shots to 3 on this rink. It's the only rink for WA that is leading at the moment. This rink for Western Australia did have a win yesterday, 1-1, -5 overall on their shot differential. It's great to have the opportunity to come to these clubs, Howie, because you look at Club Tweed last year where we had the event. Where was it in Perth in 2023? Was it Warwick or Sorrento?
For the senior sides, was it Joondalup?
Yep, Joondalup. And then Broadbeach, of course, in 2022. We've been blessed to have some really good clubs host this event.
Yeah, we sure have, mate. Without, obviously, the support of the clubs and their many volunteers, these events don't happen, so it's a credit to them. And we're back to Perth again next year, Val, so it's going to be very exciting to get back over there and to the west.
First state to host the, I guess Queensland, you could say, hosted the Nationals twice, but Tweed sort of in New South Wales, but
yeah,
they're part of Bowls Queensland anyway.
Part of Bowls Queensland, but yeah, sit just across the border.
That was a bizarre event last year because we had daylight savings, staying in Queensland and then going across the border in the morning.
Yeah, I reckon I fielded maybe 100 questions on the time zone, Val, and what time are we playing? Queensland time or New South Wales time? Or
So Paranationals and Auschamps were Queensland time, and then that is a brilliant startup from
Grant Nickel.
Grant.
Okay, so Tony, he'd love to just sneak past here. Give his team a chance. It's not far away. Oh, it's a good bowl. Helps a lot. Good bowl there by Gary. Just had to try and get something past to work with. Shot bowl, it looks like it's almost resting on the jack, so any movement, it's going to spring. So Rick Roper, he really just wants to build the head now for his team, get as close as he can. Yeah, not quite running the journey. Although it's in the area. So if Gary can drop inside that black bowl on the right of screen, he will count. Looks to be a lot closer. Down to his legs now. What a great shot. That's brilliant. Could not have put that in a better spot. See, we've got the master scoreboard in the top corner now for the viewers at home.
Connor's flying. That one's going to drift underneath, and weight was pretty good, but Western Australia, they are more than up for the challenge on this rink, but 20-10 overall. Warren Shipley doing an abundance of work, 9-1 in front. Senior sides prelude to the Australian Sides Championships, which will commence on Thursday.
Yeah, excited for that one, Val. It's going to be a great event. Can anyone knock New South Wales men off? They're going for 3 in a row.
Well, not just 3 in a row. They've won 19 rubbers in a row. So they lost round 2, 2022. From there, they won 5 in a row. They went 7 and zip in 2023 in Perth. And then last year at Club Tweed, went 7 and zip again.
Yeah, incredible.
So can any state actually take their scalp? Can they win it again? I feel like this year there could be an upset. There could be a winner that might not have won it for quite a while.
Yeah, you never know. It's going to be a great event. We've got the who's who of bowls in Australia.
A couple of people have had to pull out late, so it's but it'd give other people an opportunity to come in and strut their stuff.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of late changes, but yeah, it's the first time the Australian Sides Championship has been held in Tasmania for many, many years.
Yeah.
So if you are a local and you want to see the likes of Aaron Wilson, Corey Wedlock, Aaron Sheriff, Nathan Rye, Sean Baker, Wayne Rudiger, Scotty Thorburn, Nathan Black, it's the list goes on.
Adams.
And then you look to the female. You got Christina Van Nierop. I nearly said Christy. So used to saying that over the years, Val. You got Kelsey Cottrell. You've got Ellen Fife. You got Dawn Heyman. It's just incredible.
Jamie Lee. Kylie Lavis playing for Victoria.
It is going to be a brilliant week of bowls.
And of course, if you really want to stay and watch, you can watch Colleen Orr throughout the entirety of the Nationals because she's playing all 3 weeks.
Yeah, incredible.
She just loves it.
She's going to be very tired after.
Well, what was funny, we saw this morning our photographer Simon was taking team photos. Colleen was the first player from the Northern Territory to arrive at the Nationals. She was rolling up here on Saturday, and she was the one that was late to the photo.
Yeah, no, it's a credit to her. She's obviously bowling well to qualify and get selected in so many teams. So, but back to the game here. New South Wales 2 down. He doesn't have a great deal to work with here. He's looking to try and play weight. If he does get to the shelf, he can get a result here. Back to the shot bowl. But he's through the gap.
Found everything, yep. Been so impressed by Western Australia. They just have had so many answers. But the problem is, can they keep it consistent? You see this a lot in fours where a team will go with their fancied opponents for maybe half or 3/4 of the match. But then there might be one end where they just drop their bundle.
Yeah, it's especially when one rink is already, for New South Wales, have jumped to the lead. You've got to just keep that pressure on and try to avoid those bad ends. If you can limit the amount of bad ends you play through the course of a game, most of the time you're going to come out winning. So
Brad not happy with this.
Got to be careful here. Peter Taylor, it's a very tough shot, but he could remove both WA bowls here. Inside of the shot bowl on the jack, come across and take the yellow bowl out. They'd be holding 3. There's no real danger. They've got best back, so if the jack goes into the ditch. This is the type of shot that can turn a game, Val.
Peter Taylor. Oh, will he hit the shelf?
Got the shelf I was talking about. And he's got the shot.
Oh, wow. That is a result and a half, but we said that was one of the options.
Yeah, it's not what he was going for, but bowls is very rarely do you execute the shot you're trying to go for. If he was going to miss, he needed to miss tight because there was bowls to work through. He got fortunate with that result, but that's our sport. Happens at times.
So 5 shots to 4, 6 ends played. Almost a third of the way through this matchup. They're actually getting through it pretty quick for a game of 4s.
Yeah, no, they're doing well, working through it.
Sometimes you can see the time sort of dwindle a little bit. Players take a long time on the mat and all things like that, but no mucking around.
It's been a good quality game so far.
Yeah, really enjoyable. I think you've done well with the rink allocation here. We've got the close one. Not always the case though.
Yeah, not always the case. Luck of the draw, and
yep.
we try and obviously showcase as many states as possible. It's not always easy to get everyone on the live stream, but it's good for their friends and loved ones and club mates to be able to tune in and watch their watch people play for their state. It's great. As we see Grant looking to jump back on this jack. It's down to his legs now.
He gave it good grass. His line was spot on the money.
Yeah. Probably the one thing with Grant at the moment, when he hasn't been on it, Val, he's dropping short. So if he can try and at least ensure his first ones, if it's not on the jack, it's past. He might be able to find his range a little bit more consistently if he did it that way, but easier said than done.
So we haven't gone through the women's ladder as of yet so far this morning. So Victoria, Tasmania, Queensland, all unbeaten. Queensland, I think, are a really good shot. The Victorian women obviously will be the favourites to win.
Yep.
They've won the last 3, going for the 4-peat. Would be mightily impressive if they do it. But Queensland, if you look at the skips that they have in their team, Howie, Julie Keegan, Maria Rigby, Nolene Dutton, but then you throw in Adele Pursehouse as well.
Yep.
What she was able to do at the Champion of Champions to get a silver medal, she was mightily close to beating Natalie Lewis in the match that they played. She led for them for a lot of it. So Queensland, I think, might be a smoky for this over 60s women's event.
Yeah, they've got a well-balanced team across the 3 rinks. So a few new inclusions this year for the first time. And but yeah, as you said, the Victorian team, they've been a juggernaut the last few years, Val. They're going to be very tough to beat. See Rick, just needs to clear the front. Not quite going to get there.
So Victoria went, well, they didn't lose. They played 12 games yesterday across the men and the women. They went 12 from 12 across their rinks. So impressive. Tasmania went, in the end, 11 from 12.
It's a very big effort.
Yep. Queensland and New South Wales played each other round 1. This is close from Gary.
He's playing well.
Yep.
He's probably been the pick on the green so far today.
What we didn't talk about before was that second bowl from Grant Nickel. You said that he couldn't afford to be short. He got one past.
Yeah, that's it. If I was skipping with Grant, like, he's not playing bad, but that's probably the only thing I'd be saying to him. Just try and get that first one there, and because what we're seeing, his second bowls, nearly every end has been close. So Rick switching to the forehand. We're going to be just trying to fade under that black bowl. Gets the jack. He wants to go with it. Oh, he's done well. He got a very bad result there. He couldn't have played that much better without getting the shot.
I was a bit worried when, you know how my voice does project, Howie, when we came on the indoor and it was dead quiet throughout some of the morning sessions.
Yep.
But now when you hear for sides, a lot of people are talking, there's a lot of noise going, so you don't have to worry too much.
Oh, it does echo a bit in here. Oh, Gary Keep. Dizzy's playing well. What a great shot.
I remember in the indoor finals, I remember I got a text message from you. It was me and Lindsay Clark in the commentary box, and said, "Well, we can hear you both." They've got the two loudest staff members at Bowls Australia in the little booth up there.
Yeah, understandable. You were very excited that day, and finals day, very indoor, and I think the crowd could hear you in the grandstand from the commentary box. So.
That's all right. Instead of having headphones in, they can hear us. Obviously, don't want to put the bowlers off though.
So Paul Williams here, looking to try and draw the shot. He beats Ricks on the right of screen. He's going to be pretty close. Just needs to hold now. Past the yellow.
Oh, God, a little touch on the jack. Has he... He's still one down. It was
Very
such
unlucky.
a good effort.
It's a lot better. A lot better for his team.
Well, because now if you are Peter, you're thinking, well, I can sit that WA bowl away and lie 2 at least if the Western Australians can't get another one behind.
Yeah, they'd be looking to just try and, I guess, play the similar bowler what Paul just played. Beat the two New South Wales bowls at bottom of the screen. He might just crash. Oh, he's not all bad. Probably made 2.
So now what's the bowl here? Are you trying to clear both of them away and sitting 3 if you pull?
Yeah, that's right. The shot hasn't changed. He just needs to play a little bit more weight now to get rid of both those bowls.
Because we've still got the 2 skips bowls to come as well. So if he does it now, it means that Peter doesn't have to worry about it.
Exactly right, yeah. This is where, as a third, you try and turn the heads over for your skip. If you're not getting the shot, you're trying to make his shot easier than what you've just played. So, plenty of weight, I would imagine, through the 2 yellow bowls. Shaping up on the backhand. Just under.
Right idea. So now for Western Australia, are they trying to get one with the bowl from Paul and with that bowl from Tony? Trying to get one behind, stay around.
So the skips asked for one past the head, but I don't think they need it. They've already got best back. I would have been drawing another one in case both their bowls are dislodged. They'd be 2 down.
Yeah, and landing right there in between those black and green bowls. That has it stayed in bounds?
Yeah, it's him.
Has. Interesting. So now Peter Taylor, is he going to have a crack at this and try and dislodge both?
Yeah, that's all he's got. Either hand, backhand or forehand, doesn't matter.
Masterboard showing 27-12 in favour of New South Wales. So they are flying at the moment. This rink for Western Australia really holding things together in a way. Close. Peter Taylor. Got him.
What a shot.
That is supreme.
What a shot.
Absolutely supreme. Here's the replay. Have a look at this. Looked wonderful out of the hand.
Yeah, hit it perfect.
Bang.
See you later.
That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Talked about those big moments, those big bowls.
Yeah, exactly right. Now the pressure's back on Brad. He's sort of trying to arrive and promote his own bowl. He's trying. He's missed the front. Another ball on the head. Is it going to turn? I think he's just on that high line. Pretty good home.
It's always hard going from drive to draw, especially on this rink as well.
Yeah, he nailed his weight. Just a little bit high, but not an easy shot here for Brad.
So what's he thinking of doing? Is he thinking of trying to play that weight maybe to crash into these bowls and get rid of them? Or are you just, if you're Brad, you're just drawing?
Well, he's got two options. He either needs dead draw on the forehand. I think the backhand's out of the question now. He either needs a dead draw on the forehand or electing to go quick. Remove the two bowls, kill the jack off. Gets down to what you're confident in.
So I think I did see him move his hand quite quickly, which, if you're looking at body language and sign language in bowls, you're thinking that might mean weight, but we'll find out.
Gets the split on the two bowls. He can get them out clean. Or he gets the jack, it will likely kill. He does have best back. So forehand, or is it backhand, Val? Can't quite tell based on his grip.
Yeah. Backhand, I think. Wants it to hold. Crashed into the front. So New South Wales take the lead once again. 2 shots. Seems. Unless we look at some more. We might be.
Yeah, great conversion by Peter Taylor. Turning the end in his team's favour.
So measuring for a third.
As you can see on the top of screen there, Warren Shipley out to a 15-1 lead. He's sailing on his rink.
And it is a 2. I think those were the wrong paddles. Lifted up. Were 2 to New South Wales. So 6 shots to 5. Second lead change. New South Wales lead for the first time since the conclusion of end 1. We've played 7. We're a third of the way through. It's been a really entertaining contest, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, they're going to need to get going, WA. They've sort of just gone a bit quiet across the board as well. Keep their enthusiasm high and try and get back into this match.
And it's hard, especially when if you're one of the WA players, you take a glance at that masterboard and you're thinking, oh boy.
Beauty is it's only early.
Yep.
Still plenty of time left.
We've seen a plethora of comebacks from worse margins over the years. I think you've been involved in a couple as well across your time.
Yeah, anything's possible in this game of bowls, mate. You're never out of it.
Because once a team starts to get momentum, the team that's winning starts to panic. And then they're trying to make shots, trying to finish things off, and they get those rushes of blood.
Yep. Yeah, little things like just a couple of little different change of lengths and where you put in the mat and jack position can sort of get your team back into it. Great. Yeah, just travelling through there.
At least he's not short, though.
Yeah, not bad. It's not bad. Can work with that.
$30 shots to 12 after 20 ends. So,
just looking out the back here, Val, I can see the Queensland versus SA in the men's. Queensland currently up 34 to 15.
Wow.
So they've jumped out of the blocks against the defending champions.
SA were mightily happy last year to take home the win. It's their first in a long, long time. Grand Nickel. Can he get this to run? Can he get this to run? Yeah, that'll do for shot. That'll do very nicely.
Great shot. Just looking next door. WA skip Ross Breslin He's down 15-1. He's probably played two of the best shots you'll see, 3 or 4 down. And he's just turned one off the jack and then gone through the hole with his next to drop a 2. So sometimes it's just not with you.
It's cruel, isn't it? Really cruel. It's Rick Roper. He's going to drop underneath here. Just look at the way those bowls finish. If you drop underneath the jack, you're almost going to head out to the next line over.
So Gary Keep. He's been doing the damage so far.
Well, it's hooping back. It is hooping back.
Just needs to... Just going to drop past the black one, but it's good home.
Using yellow GTRs. Gary Keep. Grant Nickel also using GTRs. Peter Leeson with blue XGs, and then Brad King, orange SRVs. This is looking a lot better from Rick. Yeah, that's a nice home. That's where you have to start doing so much maths towards the end of the day. Connor and I have been quite used to it over the last few days with the para nationals, but it only gets harder and harder during sides because you've got to try and think of permutations and how many bowls are available, how many shots are available to be scored across how many ends.
Yeah. You'll be right, Val. You've been on the hot seat with the BPLs lately. Nearly every BPL's come down to the last game on who's going to get through and who's going to win. So
this year was incredible. So much happened.
Okay, so Paul Williams. Just looking to draw a shot. Still probably needs a closer one.
BPL feels like an eternity ago now, doesn't it?
It does.
What, a fortnight ago it finished?
Yeah, it's been a busy finish of the year for us, Val. It's we were looking forward to a bit of a break over Christmas and gearing up for the next BPL in February. So,
yep,
at Moama Bowling Club,
the Tennis Australian Open in that time as well.
Yeah,
the events don't stop. But yeah, BPL 23 will be really interesting in Moama because I always like that one because you're only sort of 3 months after the last BPL. Who's going to gel? Are there any team changes? You see more team changes between March and November rather than November to February. But
yeah,
I feel like there is going to be a couple.
Yeah, I reckon there's a chance. Already had a couple of lineups come in that are staying the same, which is to be expected. But yeah, I reckon there could be a couple of little changes here or there.
Well, the Moama Steamers will be looking to equal the Ospreys with 5 titles at home, if they can do it in February.
Paul Williams just needs to hold. Well done. It's a good second. That's what they needed.
So if you're Peter Taylor, are you telling Paul maybe to put one sort of to the lower right-hand side of screen with his next? Actually, no, he's already bowled it, hasn't he? So yeah, if you're Peter, are you putting one there and then sort of trying to spill the jack out? Pop it towards?
Oh, I think Peter can just give himself, depending on what this bowl does, it's pretty close from Peter Leeson.
Well, that's a very good bowl.
Close to second. So Peter Taylor, now that Paul's given him a close second, he can afford to just arrive with a yard of weight or so and try and get to the shot bowl, turn it onto the jack. As you can see, there's 3 waiting at the bottom of the screen. Even if he turns Paul's through as well, just try and change the head up a bit. I don't think he can elect to go any quicker.
It's more arriving, but I thought maybe to spill it because it's going to go sort of to about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but at worst, unless he goes right back, he's 3 down, but he won't be playing that way.
Yeah.
As you can see, he's shaping up. He's playing the shot I was alluding to, but he's playing on the other hand. So,
has he got the run?
well, he's there. He needs a bit of pause to hold back to the... What a shot. That's a good shot. It was probably the best he could do on that hand with that weight.
I feel like they've got the momentum now, don't you?
Yeah, you can definitely feel it swinging in this match. One big shot by the skipper and Brad King. What can he do?
He doesn't mind it.
Just needs to hold. Does not want to turn that over. Oh. So he's called him to play weight through, try and turn the jack down the line. Only thing he's got to be careful of here. Actually, I can just see on the green, Val, they do have best back New South Wales. So there is no danger. There we go. So obviously the left side of screen is not great for New South Wales. And I think that's what Pete will look at. He'd hate to get the jack out that way and be 2 or 3 down.
Well, yeah, if he puts it here, then that's extremely dangerous. If he puts it sort of towards where that last Peter Leeson bowl is, yeah, that's dangerous.
If I was him, I'd be inclined to play the other hand. He doesn't have to play as much weight to get the shot bowl turning onto the jack. He could flick the outside of the jack himself. If it was me, I'd be playing a couple of feet to a yard down the forehand.
Let's see what the decision is. Has his mind been changed? Peter or Paul Williams was calling the backhand, and it's what he's going to get.
Yeah, he doesn't love it.
So one more to Western Australia, it looks like it's going to be, unless we can see Brad King put in a second. It's not the easiest shot to play, but I guess if you're just trying to sit Peter Taylor's first bowl away and flop in for 2.
Yeah, exactly right. His weight wasn't too bad the first delivery, so just a little bit more grass. Doesn't want to cross the line.
How is his line? He doesn't quite mind it, but I think he's just going to drop away. His weight was actually spot on. But they're back ticking over. Their first end since the conclusion of end 5, 6 shots apiece after 8. So we head towards the halfway point of the contest. Grant Nicol. Where's he going to put this jack? Lengthwise, they've kept things fairly similar.
Yeah, they're not going bad. They're playing pretty good as a unit. Probably not panic stations yet in terms of the big board, but if things stay the same, they're going to have to start trying some different tactics to help their team get back into the match.
Well, this is looking pretty good from Grant Nicol. And that'll do.
Great opener.
Tony Hinton, nicknamed, I completely forgot this from the AO, but nicknamed Termite.
Termite.
Can't remember why. I may have written this down, actually. Look back in my trusty scorecard book.
He's only little of stature, so probably something to do with that.
No, I thought I wrote it down. I definitely asked him, but...
as long as it's PG rated, Val.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. The call of Termite as he trails the jack. What a great opener.
Oh, he's feasting on Jack at the moment. Well, in England, they do call bowls woods.
Woods, yep.
Yep. You know how I learned that? Borat. When he went to a bowls club, they were showing him all the different types of bowls. They said, this one, it's called a wood.
Yeah, they still do call it that. You do hear that reference a fair bit still.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say, oh, you've got backwood or something like that. Oh, Tony.
That's brilliant.
And Jack might be made of wood because the termites found it again.
Great leading. One on each hand. Fantastic. So Gary just sliding through there. Not a bad home. Rick Roper just looks like he's going to slide under. Does not want to move that bowl. No, he's done well. Counts. So Gary looking to drop a yard of weight. His line was terrific. Rick looks like he's just travelling. Wants to miss the jack. Sneaks around it. Oh, he's done well. Still 2 to New South Wales. Probably made it a little bit easier for them to get back to the shot bowl now. Peter Leeson can work down there on his forehand. Off the second shot, back to the shot bowl. Turn his own in for second. Yeah, good weight. Just missing his line. Key to this shot here. Doesn't really want to cross the line. Draw the shot. Beat the yellow at the bottom of the screen.
So WA really needing to find something. 6-all. This is the rink that's holding it together. On this rink, they've pretty much scored half of Western Australia's shots on the masterboard. So you mentioned that it's not quite panic stations as of yet, but certainly looking precarious.
Yeah, Peter's just missed his line again. be a good home here. Anything past the jack helps. Yeah, pretty good. All right, Brad King. So these big ones we're talking about, Val. 2 down. I think the go is down on your forehand. Arriving. Yard of weight. Can sit the shot bowl onto the jack. If you're a couple of bowls high, you work off that wing one, back to the shot bowl. To be on the tight side. Oh, he's turned him in for another one and made it a lot harder.
Yep.
So draw the shot is the call. So really put the pressure on. If you can make this count. Needs to hold. He's done well. What a great shot, Peter Taylor.
Oh, this is really rubbing salt into the wounds now, and Brad King has got a huge bowl.
Backhand smack now, Val. They've got the best 2 backs. As they say, smackety smack, don't come back.
He's going to need to. He's going to need to. Even a killed end isn't a bad result for Western Australia, because this is looking precarious. 4 down, 2 back. If you can get that jack into the ditch, they'd be holding, well, depending on where it went, but if it went the right way, they could be holding 3.
Yeah, the New South Wales shot bowl is a toucher, so every chance that will go with it. It may get locked on the blue bowl in the middle of the screen past the jack, but he just needs to hit the target here and minimise the damage.
Yep. Sometimes this is what you have to do. You've got to minimise the damage and hope for the best.
Okay, backhand it is. Brad King, plenty of weight. Firm.
How's he going?
Very close. Needs to miss the black.
Oh no. Oh no. 2 straight in the end.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
He was fortunate in the end, but then very unlucky not to get the shot.
So have a look at the replay.
It's a good stroke.
Yep, so he sort of come off the front bowl. The jack has gone back. It's rebounded off his own bowl, off Gary Keep's yellow bowl. And in the end, Rick Roper's arrow sits as the shot bowl, and Peter Taylor has an opportunity to make it a 2.
He's close.
And I think he's obliged.
You're rubbing salt in the wound, this one.
Peter
Taylor.
He's more than obliged.
What a shot.
Take your hat off. Sometimes bowls can just be brutal.
Yeah, it's a long way back now, Val. No, we're not quite halfway, but something's going to need to change very, very quickly if WA can work their way back into this game.
And look, it's 8-6 here, but you look at the masterboard, it's getting worrisome for Western Australia. They're 32-13 behind, and that is about to change again. Oh boy, 36-14. So it's getting to a point now for New South Wales where they're starting to think of how much can we win this by.
Yeah, I think this is where if you're Brad King's Rink, they're the ones keeping the team in it, so to speak. If you can get the mat back, it's probably time to try a different length, whether it's mat up, jack to the tee, or a shorter, longer length. Try and see whether you can gain some ascendancy out of that and start picking up some shots on your rink to help the other two.
This is the biggest lead of the match for New South Wales. Western Australia did have a 2-shot lead earlier on, or 3-shot lead after N3. Led 4-1. Grand Nickel.
Yeah, good opener. Both leads.
The Termite nickname has been resolved. So it was from his footy days. He was a halfback and he was into everything. So that's where that comes from for the man on screen, Tony Hinton, 18-1 in favour of Warren Shipley's Rink. Oh boy. So we'll try and have a look and see what the live scores are doing from across the Australian Senior Sides Championships. There's a lot going on at the present time. So round 3, the men, Victoria, leading Tasmania 34-29, so that's mightily close. Chris Norris leading Ian Ewing 12 shots to 4, keeping Tasmania right in this. That's a good result in the women's. Victoria trailing Tasmania again, 22-19.
Wow.
So the Tasmanians, at the moment, sitting 3-0. That is a very good Victorian lineup too. Looking SA versus Queensland in the men, 34-19 in favour of Queensland. The women, very close again. Queensland leading 32-27. And that's a really good bowl from Rick Roper. Then moving on in the women New South Wales versus Western Australia. Oh my word, 37-11 in favour of New South Wales. Rewang Namatwong leading Linda Warburton 17-4. Then ACT versus NT, Battle of the Territories. NT men leading 31-28. And the ACT women 45-16.
Wow.
That is a big lead for the ACT. Jocelyn Heyman, 18-5 over Bronwyn Haggart. It's the biggest lead. Stream Bronwyn last year, and who could forget those heroics? Saved 27 shots.
Yeah, good shooting, Rick. Just sliding through, but 2 good bowls.
We do have the NT up next against South Australia. We have the Sue Coultis rink up against the Jen Sullivan rink. I was upset you didn't put Bronwyn Haggart on the streaming rink again, Howie. Could have seen more heroics from the former NT Champion of Champions winner.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good matchup, that one. Sue's a former Australian Open over 60 pairs winner. So, and Jen Sullivan's been around for a long time. Good player. So it should be a good battle, Val. Okay, so WA guys have just struggled here this end. Still plenty of room for draw shot, but Paul Williams has got first crack. See whether he can really nail this jack and put further pressure on the WA quartet.
Next up for these two states, New South Wales take on Tasmania outside, which would be, that's going to be a cracking contest based on what we're seeing at the moment.
Yep.
And Western Australia taking on Victoria also outside. It's supposed to rain a little later on today.
Yeah, great shot there by Willow. 4 to New South Wales. So Peter Leeson just needs to pick his hand here and draw his team a shot.
See, New South Wales are really piling on the pressure now. This is where if you're W8, you've got to try and find a miracle. Find that big bowl that can give you some momentum. Peter Leeson, and then the up around the back, so still probably favouring 3 or 4 to New South Wales at the present.
I think so.
And that's when you're scoring a 3 or a 4 in fours, yes, you got 8 bowls, but that's still considered a big score because you are dealing with 16 bowls on the rink at any given time.
Yeah, this is chance here for Pete. He just needs to... His weight wasn't too bad. Drop a couple of feet. Just correct that line. Looks to be better. Just down to his speed now. See Brad jump in front of the camera.
I did tell him they've been very good.
Done well. What a shot. Great bowl, Peter Leeson. That is a good shot. Yep. Okay. Peter Taylor. Nothing to lose here. I think he'll be hunting that shot bowl. Okay. Backhand. Expecting weight here. Looking for the shot bowl. Needs to get down.
He's a mile away.
Just through the gap. It's a good result, but as you can see, he's got the 3 best backwards. That's a great result.
Because now he can play that again.
Can really pick his weight now, Val. He rips the bowl out or he gets the jack into the pit. And it really puts Brad in 2 minds. He can't cover both. He needs another bowl in the head. And I think that's what he's got to do. He's got to try and draw another shot. Take the gamble that he doesn't get the jack.
Yeah, and if he does get it, you kind of just got to say, well played.
Yeah, you've still got another bowl to get out of it.
Yep.
But
exactly. So how is Brad King's line here? I don't think he's going to get back.
Okay. So it's at least 2 seconds. 3 seconds is the call. All right. Only just missed. Peter Taylor. Backhand. Bowler jack.
Not sure he liked it too much. Oh, he's not too far away. Is he going to get a result? No.
He'd be disappointed with that.
You could hear an audible groan as soon as he let it go because he knew it was tight. So, big opportunity here for Western Australia. Score again. Score their second multiple if they can get it. They scored a 3 on N2. Since then, it's all been singles. They led 4 shots to 1 W8. This to level the scores once again.
Trying to trial the jack here on the forehand, Val.
Well, there is an option there. And it'll come back on screen. You can see if you can get it back to this little catchment in here, there could be an opportunity for 4. If he's around the front,
Good try.
He was right on the money if it wasn't for that front bowl, but unfortunately, it was there. But they're back ticking over. They won 2 of the last 3 ends, 8 shots to 7. Almost at the halfway point. Going about an hour and a half. Next session scheduled to kick off at 1 p.m.
Yeah, judging by yesterday, Val, it's probably likely to be about, 1 o'clock trial ends, 1:15 start.
Matches of this sort of variety tend to go around the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, a little bit longer on this surface because it's a little bit quicker than the outside greens. But, anywhere from sort of 3.5 hours, although we did have a match go 4 hours yesterday. So, it all depends on how many dead ends are.
Yeah, well, that's true as well. We haven't had any of those as of yet. I dare say during open sides as well, we're going to see a hell of a lot of dead ends with how attacking a lot of the players are.
Yeah, I think so. So a decent opener there by Grant Nicol. Yeah, the termite, he's very close. And he's bowling well.
Yeah, he's just really, he's starting to dominate this lead battle at the moment. Grant Nicol really needs to try and go with him.
He's played this well. He's just going to sneak past. That was the next best if he wasn't drawing the shot.
Of course, if you want to have a look at the live scores across all of the rinks at the Australian Senior Sides Championships, you can head to bowls.com.au, head to the Nationals tab under Events. And
Great
you can go
effort.
to live scoring. That was a good effort. Schedule of games being streamed today. Head to Bowls Australia's social media platforms. You'll be able to find that out. Next round, SAVNT in here on the indoor green.
So Rick Rapper needs to just draw a shot, try and find a clear path. Gets to the jack. Oh, he's done well. It's a great shot. Yeah, licensed to be up here for Gary. Just arriving, turns through his own bowl, trail the jack, sit the shot bowl. Plenty of options. Just to be on a high line, however. It's a clear run. Oh, he's done well. Great shooting, Rick Roper.
Yep. He's really come to the party here. We saw Gary Keep earlier. He was the dominant second, but Rick's last probably half an hour, he's really got on top.
Yeah, I agree. So, Peter Leeson, as one of the viewers have said in the comments, best bowler in Denison. See what he can do. Forehand. Plenty of options arriving. Sit, trail, turn his own bowl.
Oh, it's wiggling. It's not going to get there, so probably still favouring 3 to New South Wales here.
Yeah, and he's made it a bit tougher. Harder to get that clear path to the shot bowl now.
And they have the back bowl as well, as you can see there on the 45. New South Wales.
Yeah, so they can still work away down on that backhand, New South Wales here. Draw another shot, just sneak past is a good result. He's here, he's played this really, really well.
Almost.
Yeah, they just need to use a bit more weight here, I think, and Val. They're just being a little bit too cute with it. Give it a good chance. At least open the head up for your skipper. Trail that jack back.
It's important that Peter Leeson does so now.
It's close. Played this real well. Just needs the right connection now. Oh, what a great shot.
Really good. Well, Dennison will be erupting. "7:16 in the morning in Dennison, so hopefully they're up watching. Great to have your company from wherever you are around Australia or the world.
Don't look now, Val. What a shot, Willow.
Yes. Oh, yes. And the jack is well and truly in bounds. No problems there. So they've gone from 1 down to 3 up again. 3 up, 1 down, 3 up.
He's plenty of room for Brad King. But as you can see here, both thirds turning their head over for their skippers. Willow trailing the jack. Bit unlucky not to get all the jack there, but still a better position than where it was. We probably know our friend Clive Adams would be watching, Val.
Oh, for sure.
He doesn't miss a game of the WA team when they're on the live stream.
Not at all. Even when there is a 3-hour time difference, he's up and running. He would have been up at 4 o'clock, popcorn ready. Looking forward to seeing Clive. He'll play he's got a milestone coming up in round 1 of sides.
200, is it?
I think so. Yeah, 200, 250 maybe. Well, that's going to do the trick there for Brad King. It's pretty much just a 2v2 singles game here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Peter would love to nail the jack here with his first. It's pretty close.
I'll tell you what.
He's drawn the shot. Yeah, great bowl.
So Brad's got a bit of work to do. New South Wales leading by 25 on the masterboard.
Needs to hold that line now.
Brad King. Good effort.
It's definitely second.
Yeah, and they've cut down the margin. They'll be down 3 twice in this end. And if they drop a 2, okay. But it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, beautiful delivery there by Peter. Gets the bowl away nice and smooth. Just very close again. Just needs to continue the run.
Has he got enough on it? Not so sure. So it's a good cut down from Western Australia because it could have been a lot worse. I think they'll take a 1 down in that end. It could still be 2. And confirmed at 1. So at the halfway point or beyond that now, 9 shots to 7 in favour of New South Wales. The Peter Taylor rink being pushed. This Western Australian lineup. Well, the other 2 rinks, 20. Well, there's 19 to 7 is the Warren Shipley score. Then add another, what is it? 9 here, so 28, and then I have to double check what this.
I think Shipley's up 21-3, Val.
Yes, he is. Sorry.
So it must be the Robbie Warren rink, 19-7.
Ah, yes. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong rink. Yep, Shipley 21-3. Apologies, got myself confused. Yep, 21-3 in favour of Warren Shipley, 13-7 in favour of Robert Warren over Graham Wishart. This one, 9-7. So this is the closest at the moment. Other results, Queensland's women leading South Australia 38-31. The men 50-32.
What's that in, sorry, mate?
The Queensland versus South Australia.
Yes.
So the men 50-32. South Australia's title defence after a one-shot loss to New South Wales yesterday could be in tatters. Tasmania's women 33-23 ahead of Victoria after 37 ends. So Tasmania, are they going to produce something remarkable? Victoria's men 43-36 in front of Tasmania, winning 2 rinks, but Ian Ewing and Chris Norris, that rink there. So Chris Norris leading 15-4.
Wow, another close game.
Yep, and then the Battle of the Territories, the Northern Territory men leading ACT 38-36, so that's pretty close, but the ACT women leading 47-19. And you can tell the speeds of the greens, Howie, because most of them outside the Queensland rinks, or the Queensland games and South Australia both have completed over 40 ends.
Yeah, well, also, we had team photos here this morning, Val, and half the states got their team photos done, and some were about, I think it was about 8 o'clock. They said to me, can we start our trial ends? And I'm like, well, both teams are ready. Where you go, away you go. So, yeah, some of the teams did start a bit earlier.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's natural, and there's probably carpet's running 15.5 seconds or so, and the grass is probably a second and a half slower, probably 2, so there will be that difference in finishing times. Okay, so WA holding shot. Still plenty of room for both teams. So Gary, they really need Gary to get back on here now. He's dropped off the last few ends. Just needs to run it out now. It counts.
It seems as though it's going to be a foregone conclusion in terms of who might be taking victory here on the overall masterboard, but rink points so vital. Could be the difference between winning the overall and losing it.
Okay, Gary Keep. A little bit wider than his first. His weight's really good. Here it comes. It counts. 3 shots WA.
We've got confirmation from Peter Newhouse on YouTube that they are watching from Denison. So great to have your company. Up early. I think it's going to be, I was talking to Sue Hogg before, she said it was going to be 29 in Perth today, 35 tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So they'll enjoy a little bit of warmth before coming down to Tassie. of course, early next week, or later this week, Perth will be the centre of the Ashes. All gets underway.
Yeah, how exciting.
Yep, we're going to have to find one of the pubs and watch on the big screen, I think.
Yeah, I love the Perth test.
Yep.
Usually you knock off work and you can still watch a few hours of the cricket.
I think it only finishes at, 9 o'clock or something like that. It's great.
Yeah, something like that.
It's wonderful. I remember they did do a day-night test there once, and I'm not sure that quite worked because things were finishing close to midnight.
But we'd like to think most of the viewers will still watch the bowls during the day, Val, not the cricket.
Multi-screens. Multi-screens.
So
bowls on the TV, cricket on the phone.
Wasn't far off of his first here. It's a drop a yard. Not sure he's going to run the distance, is he? Still going.
Jeez, it kept moving, didn't it?
Just fallen back. Might have minimised the damage.
WA at least with a 2, it seems, at the crossover. Could it be more? Could it be that little bit more?
Just needs to miss the New South Wales bowl. Not quite running.
I feel like it's just been a little bit of that case for Western Australia when they've been holding. They haven't been able to add, and New South Wales have been able to convert. Just that little bit more. Peter Taylor back on the rink, back on the mat. Very colour coordinated with his shoes.
Gonna have to have good weight to get back from there. It's a good sider. What can Kingy do? Has he got the legs?
He just needs to run. Get through, maybe. Not quite. Well, he had a good sider first up, did Peter Taylor.
Clear run, he's drawn this, Val.
Oh, wow.
What a shot, Peter Taylor.
And that's what we've been talking about. They've been able to do that sort of stuff when they've been down. And that's going to be awfully hard to get to. I think he's just going to have to try and dead draw this now. Are there any other options?
He could take a punt and try and turn Paul Williamson's bowl through the brown one to make a score on the backhand with weight. There are 2 of his bowls coming through. I think now's the time. You've got to potentially try something to get a score for your team.
Yep, down by 23 on the overall masterboard. It's starting to look precarious, or if it didn't before.
Yeah, they're pretty well covered at the back, so much danger if he looks to sort of swing through that pack there, trying to get a result.
Kind of looks like he's considering
calls were only one down, but one down's really not going to help him at this stage of the game.
Yeah, because yes, you want to win your individual rink, but you've got to think about other things as well. So it is weight. Well, he's not a mile away. Oh, no.
He's giving himself a chance. Gets that in for shot. Oh, he side cutted it.
Just hasn't been able to do it, so still one down.
Peter Taylor does it again. That's at least 3 big ones, Val.
Yep.
It's turning the game in his team's favour.
Well, since they were 4-1 down, they've only dropped 3 ends, and that was after end 3. So in the last 9 ends, New South Wales have won 6. A couple of multiples in that as well, but it's been low scoring. It's been tight. One big end could change things for Western Australia in at least this game, at least this rink.
Just a shout out to see how Robbie Warren's rink's going, Val.
Have a look over.
See if we can pull up the live scoring through the Bowls Australia website.
So, Robert Warren, currently I'll refresh the page and see if there's been an update. Self over here. So we have got, go down, Robert Warren 13-7 in front of Graham Wishart, 21-3 for Warren Shipley over Ross Breslin, and then here 10 shots to 7. So no update. I reckon they'll update again very soon. Queensland look like they're on their way. In South Australia, Victorian men only 4 shots ahead of Tasmania. So, still 23 ends to play out there, so that's mightily close. The Tasmanian women leading on 2 of the 3 rinks. Maxine Monson and Kim Saunders leading Mary Patton and Jan Hurst respectively, and then Gail Edwards for Victoria leading Jeanette Lane 13-6. 33-25.
Great bowling here.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Tony.
Those last 2 bowls, sensational.
Grant Nichols, very close again. Yeah, great leading by the guys.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sensational bowling.
And then you could hear the sportsmanship from the skip saying, great bowls, boys, including their opponents in that, because that was sensational leading from both. Shot for shot. 27 shots is the margin on the masterboard, so New South Wales getting very close. What's generally a pass mark to, say if you're scoring a certain number, you're guaranteed a win? Are you saying like a 60?
Ooh, it's hard to know, Val.
Yeah, because there are so many available.
Yeah, I'd be saying if you're scoring over 60, you're going to be pretty hard to beat on most occasions.
Yesterday we saw Tasmania defeat Northern Territory in the women's 80-47. Seems to be if you're hitting above the 55 mark, you're getting a victory. The highest losing score so far, 55 shots across the senior sides championships.
Right.
So far, so
over 60, you're generally winning, Val.
Yep.
Okay. Not a bad head here building for WA. Rick looking to just arrive. Gets to the yellow bowl. He gets back to the shot bowl. Trail the jack. Plenty of options. Very close. Just needs the right connection now. He's
Rink.
done it. What a great shot. Well played. WA were just a little bit unlucky there. They played some good shots. It just couldn't quite tighten that head up. A little bit too easy for the New South Wales team to get into.
Yeah, a little bit of a shelf there. That was a brilliant delivery from Rick. This one not quite going to get there. And
yeah, there's just a little walk there in that cup. But if you just get out there, yeah, but just straightened him up. His weight was good.
Rick Roper, well, it's no surprise that New South Wales, their dominance in this match has sort of coincided with his second battle against Gary Keep. Gary was on fire earlier, and Rick is now all over him.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's sort of been timed with Tony Hinton also getting the ascendancy in the lead battles. But there's not much in this rink. WA is still in it.
And you feel like they're dominating New South Wales, but they're only 3 shots ahead. One bad end and could become very precarious as New South Wales get another 4 on the masterboard to extend their lead to 31 shots. Well, it's just knocked the Gary Keep bowl in, but still not shot. New South Wales want to try and keep adding pain and rubbing salt into the wounds. This is kind of the final frontier for Western Australia to get a rink point. The other two escalating away.
Will it get down in time? His weight's perfect. Okay. Time to sit the shot bowl out, Val.
Yep.
Can get it through the yellow. Just misses the yellow, sits the bowl out clean. Doesn't really want the jack. To be a bit. Needs to keep getting down. It's coming now.
Not a bad bowl. I think he's got a touch on it. Has he gotten shot out of it? I think he has.
Well played. Okay. Pressure back on Peter. He's got to be careful playing too much weight. He's only got 1 bowl in there.
So is there a way that... Just trying to look at the head.
Can trail the jack on the forehand.
Yeah.
Just working down under Paul Williamson's bowl. If he sneaks past, gives him options for his next. Oh, what's he done here? What has he done?
Oh, yes. That's going to... Oh, is it going to work?
No.
No, 1 down again.
Could be
Could
3
be
down.
2. Connor's given me the 3 fingers.
Michael Andish has got the 3 yellow
Yep.
paddles up.
Wow. Well, that's the sort of stuff that, I said barring a catastrophe, 1 bad end, and you could be in trouble.
Yeah,
And Brad King's still got 2 to go.
He was pretty unlucky. He played it well out to that bowl. It just shows you how much those heavy jacks moved on the indoor surface. It rolled a long way. So, Brad King, if he doesn't count, he'd love to just sneak past. does not want to change the head up the way it's sitting.
Not at all.
Their bowls are locked in somewhat.
He's given this good grass.
Just needs to hurry now.
So he got the weight spot on. So if they can score a 3 here, or I think things are going to change.
Yeah,
I think they're thinking about.
if it was me, Val, I'd be hitting the green and gold bowl.
Yep.
In the middle of the screen. Every chance he can remove the 3 bowls of WA with no jack.
Yep.
Plenty of weight.
Yeah, the odds are that head does not look like this when this bowl arrives.
See what he can do. He's been pretty accurate with his weighted shots today. Peter Taylor. Backhand. Wait. Oh, he's tight.
Found the gap. Wow.
Disappointed with that.
So a free kick to try, and it's not going to be easy to get to. They've got 3. If Brad King can get this one in for a 4th, Western Australia will be in front on this rink.
Yeah, he'd be pretty confident in making this. He's got a pretty good path down to count, down around the maroon, inside the blue. Looks to be high again, Val.
Not sure about his weight either.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed.
So, nonetheless, a 3 is a 3. And it's level pegging. Ten shots apiece between these two states. And New South Wales holding a big lead on the masterboard, but this has been a mightily impressive showing from the Western Australian rink because they are keeping things together. If they can just strangle together one rink win out of the 3, it could go a long way. Got Joe Franzi watching on, one of our good friends here at Rinkside Live. He's a good man. Still having nightmares about going down to Tony and Warren in round 3 of the knockouts of the over 60s men's pairs at the AO. Yeah, they went all the way. It was very close. They are great players. Tony Hinton and Warren Shipley. Tony on this rink, Warren next door. And he is skipping away. Joe Whitehead watching on as well. Great to have your company as well up there in northern Queensland. Grand Nickel wants to try and beat Tony Hinton here. Try and find something. Can Tony really help New South Wales take this by the scruff of the neck in this end? 10 apiece. The other rinks going on, we'll have a look at this. This Tony Hinton bowl come down. He's not far away. Can he sort of get in between? Oh, just falls out, so 1 at the moment. Other rinks, other games at the moment. Victoria men leading Tasmania 51-43. Tasmanian women 39-31 in front of Victoria, the three-time defending champions, in a spot of bother with 20 ends to play. Queensland 59-35 leading South Australia on the men's side of things, so the defending champions could be done. And Queensland's women 51-46 in front. The Western Australian men and New South Wales men on the overall masterboard, as you can see there, 49-27. The women 47-19 in favour of New South Wales. That is a brilliant start to them, or to their campaign, almost half the way through. ACT and NT in the men, 41-40 in favour of the NT. And then the ACT women leading 66-27. That is an absolute trouncing at the moment. And Robin Clayton leading Jen Sullivan 32-5. Colleen Orr, however, looking like she might get a rink win, 16-10 in front of Mandy Stitt. Back here, Gary Keep has one passed.
He's not quite going to run the journey here.
Almost two-thirds of the way through this vital rink for Western Australia. Had two lead changes already. They led for the majority of sort of the first portion of this, first third of the match, but New South Wales have come back and you feel like they've got the momentum, but that big three, Howie, was so vital for Western Australia to keep themselves in this rink and in this game.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good contest. Both teams are playing pretty well. Third's come back to the head here. Looks like it's one to Western Australia.
Sarah Roger watching on as well, sister of Rachel, part of the events team, and she reckons there might be a guest commentator in the next game. Well, I think we can confirm that Rachel's going to be on.
Yeah, I guess that's what she's alluding to, is
Yep.
it? Yeah, no, I said to Rachel this morning, I think it's time she has a crack at the commentary.
She was a bit nervous, but we'll make sure she's comfortable. I know Sarah's going to be watching with or listening as well. Or any little slip-ups. I know Rachel grades her commentary.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be critiquing her. Obviously been a member of the Bowls Vic commentary many times during the Premier League, so it's all good, mate. I'm sure she'll enjoy it.
Well, this one here from Paul Williams, just not getting the jack. Had he trailed it, that could have been mightily dangerous for Western Australia, but Peter Leeson trying to come back onto it. He's on the backhand.
Yeah, tough shot. If he beats the green at the bottom of screen's a good result also. Looks to be just travelling. Yeah, I don't really like this call, Val. They're just leaving the head open for New South Wales to just draw a toucher.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're better off playing the other hand and beating them to it.
Well, they'll be praying that Paul Williams can't trail this jack because it would leave them in a world of pain. He's going to drop short. So what are you thinking now for Brad King? Are you saying play forehand, beat them to the jack?
Yeah, definitely.
Because if they go down a trail, they're in huge trouble.
Well, the beauty about the forehand, if he's not drawing the shot, he sneaks past, he covers it anyway. If he draws the toucher himself, it's better than the opposition doing it. Because he could play a good shot on the backhand and really not colour anything. And next minute they're staring down the barrel or two or three down.
But again, going on the backhand. Very interesting.
Peter Taylor looking to draw the shot. Touch is massive. Didn't like it. He sort of dropped the head once he let it go.
Down on a high line, but
Looking a little bit more interested. His weight's
Yeah.
really good.
not sure why he was upset with that, because it's actually ended up in a pretty good position. If they get a trail now, and Western Australia don't disrupt things, unless they are holding here, WA.
They've got shot.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, because that bowl sort of sits jack high for New South Wales.
So this is the problem. He's out wide here, and he's not going to really cover anything. Peter Taylor touches at a foot. He'll be line 4. Oh, he dropped his head again. Has he got the weight? Close to drawing it if he's here.
Close, just under.
He won't be happy with that.
So just surveying what this is, they're going to measure.
Looks like WA have got out of jail here.
Sort of 2 ends in a row where New South Wales haven't been able to execute. WA may just be in front. 3 shots down after 12, and after 14, they might be 1 ahead. And they are. (11-10), 2/3 of the way through, 7 to go. Fifteenth end of 21. This rink is just keeping things slightly respectable for Western Australia, because New South Wales have doubled their total on the overall masterboard, 28 to 56. And Warren Shipley is nearly responsible for half of the shots. That's how well he's playing in his rink.
Yeah, they're playing well, putting the pressure on the WA team. It's probably just about over, Val, I'd imagine. But
Yeah, well, they've hit that 56 mark, haven't they? And that's been the lowest winning score. Unless WA start scoring 8s, which I don't think I've ever seen on Rinkside Live.
yeah, handy opener by Tony once again. Yeah, just across the board, the 3 rinks, there hasn't been really any opportunity for WA to make scores. New South Wales have been very solid. So Tony looking to replicate his first delivery. A little touch of the jack would be great. Yeah, nice compact delivery. Yeah, pretty good shooting. Okay, so Gary, can he find some of that form he had earlier in this match? Drawing shots for fun. Rick Roper looking to draw the shot. He'd love to get a touch on the kitty. Try and change that head up a little bit. Yeah, just overplayed it slightly, but it's a good home. Gary needs to find 2 feet. Just down on a high line. He's done pretty well here. Keeps running now. Gets around the bowl. Well played. 2, possibly 3 to New South Wales. Peter Leeson just needs to find that line, getting under that yellow bowl, holding for Jack and drawing the shot. Not easy. Yeah, just a little bit quick. Yeah, Willow's close. Played it well. Okay. His line was pretty good, Pete. He just needs to drop a bit of weight, give the bowl a chance to work back to the jack. It's a good effort. Better speed. Going to get to a good home here. Anywhere past the jack's really good. As mentioned, if you're in the area, Devonport Country Club's where we're at. Please get on down. 4 greens of action to witness the best over 60s players in the country here representing their state for national glory. Plenty of food and drink options here. The club are doing a great job, so get on down. Devonport Country Club. So Brad King needs to get this. Wait. Jack all the bowls. There is a gap. Oh, and he's gone through it.
How has he found that? How on earth has he found that?
Extremely unlucky. Peter Taylor. Oh, he's got another one in there. Okay, Brad King. Surely can't go through that gap again. He really wants the jack. Needs the jack. He's got the bowls. Oh, he's removed 2. Minimise the damage.
Still, they're in a lot of... And they've just gotten themselves in front as well. So, They could be in a real bit of danger.
Yeah, free kick here for Peter Taylor. Down to his weight now. Not quite.
So what is the total going to be? 2 are taken out. So they're back behind.
2 to the Blues.
And there's another lead change. Lead change number 4.
It's ebbing and flowing this match. Been a tight contest. Let's see, Val, we've got a viewer tuning in from the UK.
Yes, we do. We've got David Neesham from Cockermouth, which I've just Googled, and it's just above Liverpool and Blackpool, sort of near the Scotland border.
Yeah, it's great to see viewers tuning in from all around the world. Tony's done it again. Great opener. Very consistent leading. Yeah, decent opener, Grant. Well played. Great leading once again. 1 on, 1 behind. We'll have to do an around the grounds in a second, Val.
Yep.
See how these other matches outside are going.
Plenty going on. So we've got what is happening on the Queensland South Australia rink. Game, I should say. So we've got Victoria, and the page keeps jumping around on me. Here we go. Victoria leading Tasmania's men 55-46, and the women just slightly coming back into it. They're only down by 9. It was 7 before, so Tassie have eked away at the lead. The big rink there, Maxine Monson leading Mary Patton 25-8 for Tasmania. So the Victorian women on the verge of possibly dropping down into second position or third position, because Queensland are in a good spot as well. Queensland's women leading South Australia's women 57-47. The men 65-42 in front. So Queensland look like they're going to put South Australia's title defence in tatters here. 60-30, the men's, and 47-19 in favour of New South Wales women over Western Australia's women. The Northern Territory men have pulled away from the ACT men. It was only 2 shots the difference. Now 9 in favour of the NT. And my word, the ACT women 71-33 in front over the Northern Territory, despite being down on Colleen Orr's rink. So Colleen Orr for the NT leading 19-10. Jocelyn Heyman beating Bronwyn Hagger 25-7. Robin Clayton over Jen Sullivan 36-7.
Wow.
So that one
Big
rink,
win, big win.
that one rink alone has outscored the NT.
Incredible. Good shot there by Rick. New South Wales potentially holding 2 here. There is a good shot for Gary. Can afford just to give his bowl a chance. Draw a toucher, get to the shot bowl. Just needs to get there now. Doesn't want to be short. Oh. Can't be happy with that. Will they be looking to just draw the shot here on the forehand? Turn Rick's bowl up. Sneaks past, gets to Grant Nichols' bowl on the left of screen. Would be a great result. Yeah, right.
See David Nation washing from where Ben Stokes grew up. Of course, he was born in New Zealand, and
Yeah.
fingers crossed he doesn't have a big series coming up.
No, no. But if they're ever going to beat us, Val, it could be now. We're sort of struggling a little bit, Aussie cricket team.
Yeah, and you can see that, the Aussie team are talking about, England are just playing it up. I kind of do agree with a few of the people. I think a lot of our batting positions look a little bit shaky, and then Josh Hazelwood's out of the first test now, so could Bazball come and bounce Australia away? Find out, but right here in 16 of 21.
Peter just going to go around the back. It's not all bad. Do have 3 best back. So New South Wales will be looking to get past now.
Match been ticking over, started at about 8:30. So ticking over 2.5 hours, closer to 3. Love to see the Apple Watch at the end of this one.
For you,
What do you mean?
the Apple Watch.
Well, I'd like to see not mine, because I'm
I was
not
gonna say,
doing
you're
any.
not
I'm
moving.
not doing any steps.
Your lips are moving, not your hips.
If I had, I meant for these guys, how many steps they'd be doing over 3.5 hours. I've had mine for the day, 2,400. I reckon you'd be.
No, you got me covered.
Very rare that I eclipse you at an event.
Rightio.
Connor doesn't even have one on.
Peter Taylor. Interesting to see what he tries to do here. He's probably got 2 shots. Close for the second. The jack was to go back in the ditch. He's 3 down, so does he go deep? Or does he pile the pressure on and draw another shot?
I think with Brad having two left, I think you just pile on the pressure. Make him have to think about it. If he can't get there with his first, just keep asking him the question. If this has the legs, this is a very good bowl.
What a great shot,
That is
Peter
a
Taylor.
wonderful bowl.
And block the jack from going back into the ditch. Sensational. It's really probably giving Brad only one option now. Wait. Through the head, looking to kill the jack. Remove a couple of the bowls. Needs to get this with his first, I believe. Forehand with weight. Ooh, be disappointed.
So now there's an enormous amount of pressure. And this was what we were saying. If Peter Taylor can put the pressure on with his first, draw it in, he's asked the question, and now Brad King hasn't delivered with his first. So where are you putting this one? Are you heaping more pressure on?
I think there's no point covering now. I think his first bowl sort of covered the jack going back into the ditch. I'd be playing a similar shot on the forehand, although he has signalled around the back. If it was me, Val, I'd be playing down the forehand, trying to turn Rick's bowl over onto the centre line to cover that jack up and count. Really try and lock down that head. But you never know. Jacks have rebounded funny already in this game, so if he was to get the jack, it could go back in the back corner. Three's pretty good shooting at this stage of the game for New South Wales. So he's gone around the back.
Yeah, they'd love for this not to be killed.
Needs to stop now.
He's gone in the ditch.
Gone in the ditch. Rightio. Okay, Brad King. Forehand.
Dare say he'll hit something this time. A lot closer.
Needs to hold. Gone through the gap.
It's only cleared one of the back New South Wales bowls out, so this could be where New South Wales make their move. They were down 2 ends ago and now 5 across the last 2 ends. Makes it 15-11 and their biggest lead of the match so far. 4 shots. And now this rink is starting to come to the party slightly. Getting concerning for Western Australia. 15-11, 63-32 on the overall masterboard. So pretty much say that's all she wrote in terms of the tie.
Oh, yeah.
New South Wales will win.
Have been too dominant across the other 2 rinks. But still plenty of time left in this rink here.
Let's try and damage limitations now.
Yeah. Just get a bit of confidence back this rink to move on to this afternoon.
Tasmania's women, they are well and truly holding on against Victoria. Connor's starting to get a bit nervous next to us. 47-37 is their lead. They've got 11 ends to go. That's despite Gail Edwards leading Jeanette Lane 20-8. They've got a 25-8 for Maxine Monson and Mary Patton. And then Kim Saunders leading Jan Hurst 14-9. Victoria's men look like they're home and hose, 61-46 after 55. Then Queensland 69-43 in the men's over South Australia. So South Australia's title defence, barring some miracle, looks to be over. That's after round 3. I feel bad for even saying that, but in this sort of caper, you can't afford to lose 2.
Yeah, when 2 teams are going to be undefeated after today, after this round, Val, it's going to be very difficult to claw their way back into the competition. But as we see, Tony Hinton, he's nailed it again. Dizzy's been good this back half of the game.
Yep. Then the Queensland women leading South Australia 60-48. So South Australia is still close there, but only 7 ends to complete. The New South Wales women leading 62-19 over Western Australia. That is an absolute belting at the moment.
Yeah, it's impressive. Even just the amount of shots they've had scored against them. 19 shots across 3 rinks. That's pretty good bowling.
And 2 of the New South Wales rinks have either equalled WA on the overall or are beating them as a whole. So that's how dominant they're being. 52-43 is the favour of the NT men over the ACT. The ACT women 73-33 in front of the NT women. Robin Clayton against Jen Sullivan, 38-7. That's completed now.
Rick Roper on his forehand. Going to draw another shot. Anything past the jack is a good result. Gary, it's down on a high line. His weight's not bad at all. Just won't quite get back all the way.
So 4 ends to go after this. Can Western Australia find something? They were leading after 14. Things have gone slightly awry for them.
So Gary, just got to make a small correction here. His weight was perfect. His line looks a lot better. What a great shot here, Gary Key.
Yeah. That's the first
brilliant
bomb he sort of really played since the early portions of the match when he was on fire.
Yeah, great shot. Looked good halfway down.
They need to score this end, Western Australia. No ifs or buts. They're down 71-32 on the master board.
So Willow, probably licensed to arrive here. Get to the shot bowl, trail the jack around the corner. Needs to hang on. Probably didn't quite have the legs. Yeah, I don't mind this call here. Scoring Pete to draw down on the backhand. Even if he draws a toucher himself around the corner, takes New South Wales' shot away. Very close.
Very, very, very close.
What a perfect. Just needs a turn now. What a shot.
Wonderful.
Yeah, a little bit more weight here, I expect. Can sort of land both bowls. Gets down to the split, he'll trail the jack. Will it hold on? Oh, there he goes.
Almost got a little rub through to affect something and maybe even pop the jack out, but it ends up being okay. So advantage WA just prior to the crossover. What can the Denison Destroyer do?
Double D, eh?
Yep.
Oh, he hasn't reached the head.
So at the crossover, WA holding 2. Philip Cornick watching on. Hi, boys. Great to watch bowls in Tassie. Just to let you know, the country club is in Sprayton, my old town. Yes, it sure is. Called the Devonport Country Club, but from Devonport, where we're staying, got to drive through Sprayton.
Yeah, I think it was established about 7 or 8 years ago, Val.
Yep.
Combination of a few different sporting groups merged onto the golf course in this state-of-the-art facility.
It is wonderful.
Yeah, very nice indeed. Indoor complex, 3 grass greens, on the water.
Yep.
One of the best golf courses I've seen in a long time. Just the look of it, Val, it looks very picturesque.
This morning driving in, it was quite lovely because you could see all the dew and the mist, and there are a few people out there golfing. Of course, the Tasmanians in T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, my desk where I'm set up for the 20 days, Val, is overlooking one of the tees, so every 20, 30 minutes I get to watch and critique people's backswings, even though I'm not very good myself.
Some poor ones?
Yeah, there has been some poor ones. Plenty of slices.
As long as they're not hitting the cars, it's the main thing. Brad King. This is really important. Try and get this in for a 3. He's not a mile away here, Howie.
It's a great effort. Let's see him use a touch more weight here. Try and swing both bowls off. Get the jack further back.
This is going to swing.
Yeah, he's just going to go. What's he done with this bowl here? Oh, nothing.
So, big opportunity.
Yeah, if he draws a tiny little toucher, he could make a few.
Looking for a 3 to keep WA involved in this rink, but it's not going to get there. That is going to cut away hard. But nonetheless, it's still a 2. 15 shots to 13, so that vital rink point for Western Australia. They know that they're not going to win on the masterboard, but it's all about the rink point now.
Yeah, this is where if I was skipping this team, I would have called the guys up and try and change the length a little bit. I think New South Wales have just had the better going of the head positions last few ends on this length, so I would have tried either really short, different mat position, jack position, but they've gone for the same. But obviously if Grant can get them underway with a good start here, it's going to help.
So New South Wales look like they're going to be in a pretty solid position after their big win over South Australia in the opening round yesterday. So Victoria currently will be sitting on top. It looks as though they're going to beat Tasmania. New South Wales will move into second. So the Vics and New South Wales don't play until... Check when this fixture is. Could very well be. Yep, so Victoria have to finish against Queensland and New South Wales in this competition, but on Tuesday. And that will be
on the
in here.
Yeah, and both have had some dominating wins in here so far, so wow. Plenty of time to go between now and then, but Val, New South Wales, of course, have still got to play Tassie. Victoria's still got to play Queensland, so...
Actually, it might be New South Wales versus... Hang on. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong round. There we go. Green 4. I think we might be covering the women, though, on that final morning.
Another shout out for Robbie Warren's score, Val. I'm not sure if you got that handy.
I will have something here. We've got 25-10 in favour of Robbie Warren. That's over Graham Wishart.
Great shot, Gary Keep.
16 ends played. See what's happening with Victoria and Tasmania in the women. Still 10 shots the difference in favour of Tasmania. Are we going to see the home state maybe salute?
Imagine that. I reckon it'd nearly be a public holiday in Tasmania if that happened, Val.
Connor's getting excited by that idea. Means he can knock off. You have to wait till after the Nationals, Connor. How's this looking from Gary?
Pretty good.
Needs to keep on moving.
Keep on keeping on. Brilliant, Gary. Great shooting.
So all of a sudden, that would, if it stays this way at 2, that would level the scores again with 3 ends to play. So we almost hit the 3-hour mark.
It could be staring down the barrel of potentially 3 at the moment. Still plenty of room. New South Wales to try and get in there and cut it back.
And you back Rick Roper to...
He's very close if he's there.
Something.
Just needs to get here now, Rick Roper. What a shot.
I think he's got it.
No, WA's still got the one, but what a great bowl.
To get in between the two of them, that was really impressive.
Yeah, cut the damage back, and what he's done, Val, it makes it really difficult for WA to get another bowl in there. So the call is the forehand, which is interesting. I thought they might elect to go to backhand here and try and draw a shot, touch around the corner of their 3. But they're going to stick on this forehand. Needs connection. Just sliding through.
Paul Williams. It's not on a bad track. He's got the run, well, just darts away. Peter Leeson going to try and keep Western Australia in this rink. They know that it's not going to go their way. They need to score 37 more shots, which is more than what they've got now. Currently on 34, and it's with only 13 ends to complete.
Trying here. Where's the jack going? If he gets back to it. Oh, great effort. Probably just a little bit quick for the shot. Gave it a chance.
Well, yeah, if he had have sliced that jack, he could have been, depending on where it went, could have been lying 2.
I think New South Wales have just got to draw the shot on the backhand here. Another ball on the head is really good for them. Not a bad home. Splits up the 2 WA bowls. Gets him best back. Brad King, drawing the shot, touch around the corner for 3. Pretty good to there.
Yeah, he's pretty well pointed.
Needs a run.
Has he got it? It's still going, wiggling, waving. He got it. He absolutely got it.
He was, that little tickle helped, but he was very close, nevertheless. Okay, Peter Taylor. I think he can just arrive on the forehand. Nothing crazy. Down through his own bowl. He sits the shot bowl. He might run under the jack himself. Just 2 yards away. It's probably the go. Okay. Just needs to hold on now. That through his bowl works.
Oh, you
Peter
bet.
Taylor. He's done well. Great shot. Key to that shot was his weight. Didn't overplay because he didn't want to lose his bowl out of the head. Well played.
Here's a replay.
He had 3 options. The yellow, as we saw, got the result, but even if he got to the bowl clean, he gets it, or he sits the shot bowl, he gets it. So just a matter of getting in the area and playing that nice weight, which he did.
Same bowl now for Brad King as his last. Try and just draw the shot.
We just need to have another look at the head, Val. He probably... He's got 3 seconds, so he can put the yellow through the shot bowl. He's probably got 4 seconds. I think forehand... Clips the bowl off clean, gets the yellow through the shot bowl. That's what I'd be playing. Yeah, as you can see, he can trail the jack for 3 as well, but I think that's a harder shot. Yeah, rip the bowl out through the yellow. 2 options.
It's a really big bowl in terms of this individual rink. Overall, 76 to 36. WA on borrowed time. New South Wales know that they're going to get the win overall. And valuable shots as well.
Okay, weight on the forehand. Looking for the shot bowl. Can get it out clean, or he gets it through the yellow.
He's close.
Very close. No jack. Oh, Brad King. What a shot.
Bowl of the match.
What a shot. Sitting 3 or 4 here. That's massive.
Here's the replay.
As you can see, perfect way. Gave his bowler a chance to turn back to the shot bowl. Bang, through the gap. Brilliant, Brad King. Pressure back on Peter Taylor.
Yep. Well, it puts New South Wales... Oh, sorry, it puts Western Australia, if Peter Taylor can't do anything here,
Needs a clear run.
in front. Well, that might have made it 2. Might have cut it down.
I think that will help.
So he has at least cut it down, but with 3 ends to play on this rink, we knew it was going to be the close one. It's sort of had that sort of a feel about it throughout the entirety of the contest. And it's where we sit again. Levelled scores. We've had 4 lead changes throughout the matchup. 15 apiece. 3-end shootout to decide who wins this rink. It's now not about the overall masterboard. They know that New South Wales are going to get the win. They're miles in front. They've doubled New South Wales. They've doubled Western Australia at 76 to 38. But rink point vital. Absolutely vital. lot of people very much enjoying that bowl from Brad King on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a few bombs on the screen. It was a bomb. So we see Grant Nichols. It's inspired him. So backing up his skipper with a great opening bowl here.
Well, they know how important this is now. Three ends to play, including this one. The masterboard might not flatter them, but Western Australia so close to possibly getting that vital rink win that could bring them up in positions later on in the competition. Still yet to play the ACT and NT.
Yeah, great shooting, Grant. Two good openers there.
So, Rinks starting to conclude.
Oh, Val. Tassie.
Wow. So the men, for the Victorian men, will get the victory over Tasmania. It looks that way anyway. 8's very hard to come by, and they need a couple of them. But the women, Tasmania's women, look like they're going to go 3 and zip. 56-41. They play Western Australia next, Tasmania, so they could very well go 4 and zip to start this competition.
That's huge. Playing the three-time defending champions, Victoria, the juggernaut that haven't been stopped, Val. And the Tassie girls look like they're going to get across the line and really open up this event.
Every senior side series that I've seen at a Nationals, with all the times I've covered it, Victoria has won the women's. That might be about to change. Queensland's men have beaten South Australia 72-46. So that's done. All three rinks gone, completed. The Queensland women will most likely 2 ends to complete there, or 1 end to complete there. So Queensland women 65-54 over South Australia. 2 ends to complete. That pretty much a fait accompli. The women here, 62-19 in favour of New South Wales over WA. And then the ACT men and NT men, the NT 70-50 in front. And then in the women's, 80-38 is the lead to the ACT. And Robin Clayton has scored 38 herself against the Jen Sullivan rink.
Okay, Gary Keat, what's he done? He hasn't quite got the shot, but he's made it a lot easier for his team. Giving him a clear look at the shot bowl now.
Some players from outside starting to make their way in. Rick Roper just not quite getting there. Can WA find the lead again? Peter Leeson.
Yeah, looking to just arrive. Draw the jack. Get a couple of turns on the shot bowl. It's very close. Peter Leeson.
Got it.
Bit of bowl jack. What a shot. Brilliant. What's his name, Val?
The Denison Destroyer.
How good. Played to perfection. Perfect weight for the shot.
Incredible. And currently, on a live scoreboard, they'll be holding the lead. Only led really since they were in front after 6 ends. New South Wales took it on end 7. Oh, that almost got a little result. Heart in mouth sort of stuff. Well, yeah, New South Wales took the lead in end 7. WA took it at the end of end 14 for one end before New South Wales scored a 2 and a 3 to go 15-11 in front. Back-to-back multiples for WA. I've seen them level the scores. That vital rink win. This rink of Brad King is 1-1 so far.
2 rippers. That's perfect.
Because that's where it's going.
Exactly right.
Paul Williams.
Yeah, looks to be under again. Yeah, won't be happy with that one.
3 to WA at the crossover. Peter Taylor has been splendid when it comes to this sort of stuff today. So he'll back himself in, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think Brad's looking at what he does, but it's me, Val. I don't think he can leave it like that. The bowl's basically locked onto the jack. I'll be trying to draw a shot down the forehand, try and change up those angles a little bit. They're pretty well covered everywhere, so he's going to go, no, he's going the forehand. Change your mind. No, they've swapped backhand. Okay, so be looking to draw the shot.
Has it got the weight? Has he got the weight?
It does.
Yep.
Problem is,
yep.
Yeah, you can't.
Matty Lucas would be calling that a yum-yum.
Yeah, forehand, straight through it.
Bang.
Does sort of prefer his forehand runner too, Pete. Okay, big one in the context of this match. Forehand, weight. Looking for the shot bowl through the jack. He's close. Oh, Peter Taylor, never looked like missing.
Jack stayed in.
Unbelievable.
How did that lock on?
Hit the bowl on the back of screen.
How did that lock on?
And it's still potentially 1 to WA, but Peter be happy with that. He's 4 down. Never, as you can see, forehand weight. Never looked like missing. And Jack onto the back bowl. And the shot bowl follows.
What did you say before? You said, how good is that bowl from Peter Leeson? That was exactly where the jack was going, and it's what has kept shot for WA here.
Yep, the old pinball effect.
Yep.
So now Brad, he's got first chance to nail this jack.
Well, his weight, I think, seems okay. It's all about his line.
His line's good. Probably just travelling. Oh, he's lucky he missed that jack.
Yeah. I thought his weight was all right, and it just kept moving.
Okay. This could be a heartbreaker here. Peter Taylor, drive. Now onto the forehand draw.
Has he sent it?
Well, he's here. I think he just looks to be wide to me. Got a lot of bending to come.
He's trying. It's close.
Oh, his weight was perfect. Looks like it will be 1 to WA.
Michael Andish is just going to have a look, and it is 1 to Western Australia. So the 5th lead change of the contest comes in the 19th end. Can WA get a rink win when things have gone against them for the most part of this tie? New South Wales, they're home. They know that they're home. They're not losing this. Tasmanian women have gotten the job done against Victoria. They can't lose. That is a huge result for the home team.
Massive.
Victorian men, they are also home and hosed against Tasmania, so they'll go 3-0. Queensland a double win against South Australia. New South Wales will have a double win against WA. 62-19 is the scoreline at the moment. And you can see the difference in green speeds in here, Howie, as opposed to the other matches outside. Most of them all completed, every single one of them in here, yet to finish.
But yeah, the Tasmanian ladies sitting equal top, Val. If you're a local, get on down here.
Yep.
Come support your team. They are going great guns.
It's got to be the Madge Strochnetter effect. She's got them humming. Grand Nickel, he's humming. 2 past.
Yeah, good shooting.
We knew that we were going to be in for a ripping contest from the very first end, when they're about 3 bowls, 3 centimetres away from the jack. And it has lived up to that.
No, both teams have played well. There's been some big shots by the skips to turn heads in their favour. As we see, Tony makes the correction. He's all over it. What a great shot. Gary just needs it to hold on. See Kingy standing in the camera again. His weight was perfect. Just missing his line on that occasion.
Aaron, or 3 hours and 15 minutes this one's gone for.
His weight's good. Just going to fade under. What a great effort. Another bowl on the head. New South Wales need to give Tony's bowl a friend here. Rick Roper needs 2 feet of weight. Correct his line.
At the moment, it's looking more on a... If the score stays this way, we'll be level going into the final end. And that's sort of what it deserves. Could be 2.
Forehand toucher for WA. Turn the jack around the corner. Be line 3.
Dennison Destroyer, what can he do?
See what he's got. He's played well. He's trying. Wants the jack.
Very close.
Got it. Well played, Pete. Peter Leeson. Dennison Destroyer. He's done well. It's a big conversion. Close for shot. I'm not sure what's happened here, Val. I just looked away for a split second. I think he might have got a little lucky result, potentially. There was no cheering. Oh, no, he just drew it cold. Thanks for the replay, Connor. They didn't even clap him.
No. Got it down there beautifully.
Okay, Peter. Need to clear the front. He's close. Oh, he's just going to go in. Oh, it tried. It has held, Val.
How did that hold?
Wow.
How on earth did that hold?
Thought he was into the front for all money. Just had that little bit extra weight just to give his bowl a chance to hold, and he's done well.
Probably. Let's have a look at this. So this looks for all money like it was going to turn. Oh. Decided to straighten up. Trailed it cold. That is ridiculously good from Peter Leeson. So Paul Williams trying to get back down. He matched it well.
Close. Sorry, Val.
No, he matched it well last time. Didn't hold. Can he knock it up? No. So what are you favouring here? I'm trying to look for Michael Landish to see what paddles he's showing us.
Yeah, I think it's quite deceiving.
One and a measure to WA.
Yeah, I think the front bowl is the shot.
The jack really moved after the trail, didn't it? That heavy jack on this surface.
Very hard on carpet greens to trail the jack and sort of stay right on top of it just because of the weight of those jacks. But has he got the legs?
Close.
Oh, he's done well. What a great shot. A little bit of jack. Oh, perfection.
As good as it gets. They're only getting better. Might need to hang out here for another 3 hours. The way Western Australia have finished this, they've won the last 3 ends, 15-11 down. They'd be forgiven if they got a little bit down on themselves after looking at the masterboard. But they've fought so valiantly.
So Peter Taylor looks to be narrow out of the hand. What's he done here? Straight through the gap. Just sort of played a bit of an in-between shot there. He wasn't sort of dead drawing. He was giving himself a chance.
Same bowl here for Brad King, I think.
Yeah, nothing to lose. If he rolls the black bowl out once or twice, he would be definitely 4. As a little touch on the jack, he's 4 as well. So looks to be tighter. There is a path there under that bowl.
Yep, that'll do.
Oh, it's moved the jack. Bit unlucky there. So, dead draw. Peter Taylor, what can you do? To be tight again.
Is he going to crash into the front? He is. So, what is the total going to be? It's looking like it's going to be... Could it be a 3 or a 4?
The call was only 2 by Michael Landish, our ITO.
I reckon the front one could be in. I really do. Yeah, I think the bowl at about 4 o'clock, that's probably out of the count. And, yep. And final one. It is just the 2, but more importantly for WA, 4 ends on the bounce, 3 of those multiples. And they led it 18 shots to 15 with 1 end to go. They might just get that rink.
Yeah, it's been an incredible turnaround the last few ends. They've played some absolute bombs to get themselves in front.
And what's been impressive is that they've actually managed to hit 50 on the masterboard. 77 to 51 at the moment. It's one of the highest scoring losing totals that we'll have seen so far across the entirety of the Australian senior sides championships.
Grant Nickel, very close. Oh, what an opener.
His back end of this match, right on it.
Brilliant. Just snuck past there. It's not a bad home when you're chasing 3. Not the end of the world. Grant. Great shooting.
Yep.
The general, as they call him. Absolutely sensational leading.
That is his job done. 77 to 52 on the master board. This is the last one to be completed. So the other results show that Robert Warren has beaten Graham Wishart 29 to 17. Warren Shipley has beaten Ross Breslin 33 to 16. And then here, 19 to 19. Oh, that's wrong at the moment. Here it's 15 to 18.
Just had a comment come through, Val, on my phone from Mr. WA himself, Clive Adams.
Ah.
I think he likes the name Denison Destroyer.
Does he?
Good to see him tuning in. He's out of bed and watching the game.
Hopefully with a ham and cheese toasty. We'll be seeing Clive on Tuesday. That's when the WA Open team arrives. Practice games against SA, I believe.
Rick Roper, he'd love to turn this over and change it up. Oh, he's unlucky. It's made it really difficult now. It's just a bit of a cover game now for WA. The head's sitting really pretty. Try and minimise the damage. They were to trail the jack. Oh, Gary, you don't want to cross the line here. You do not want to hit the shot bowl. Oh, he's done well.
Oh, wow. Yep. Fall over. Is it going to fall? Not quite. Looks like it wants to.
I think because it's fitting, we're on a country club. I'd be getting the driver out now, Val.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get 3 shots. I'd be smacking that. Not sure what Peter Taylor's called here. Okay, just arriving. Try and build the head up, make it a little bit easier for the third and skip. If he does get to the shot bowl, he will pop the jack. He's not going to love that position.
Nah, that's right in the way too.
Wow, that makes it extremely difficult.
This has been such an impressive performance from this Western Australian quartet. They have been monstrous to try and fight for their state. They've given them a lot to cheer about, that's for sure. Here he is, the Denison Destroyer.
they can hold on. This rink here, Bradley King, will be 2 out of 3 wins, Val. So they're performing well, although WA are staring down the barrel 0-3 after this match. Yeah, just fading under.
It's always good when you can get that sort of confidence as well. You know, yes, you might be losing, but at least you've had the little wins and you got to celebrate those.
Yeah, overall they'll still be disappointed that they haven't managed to secure the master board, but yeah, consolation winning the rink and performing like they have. They've played a great game of bowls today. Here he comes. He does not want to fatten his head up.
I think he's left enough of a gap. Doesn't want that to fall.
Yeah, it's not all bad. He can't get the jack off that one. It's a tough shot they're playing, trying to spring the shot bowl. Even if he gets rid of the bowl on the centre line would be a good result. Give his skip another option. Hurry.
Gonna get there.
Didn't quite have as much weight as I thought he'd play. He's only jack high. That was all. Needed another couple of yards on that.
Well, you mentioned how we've got WA royalty and Clive Adams watching. Got more WA royalty, Christina Van Nierop and her husband. They're watching along. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for us now, but still 9 a.m. over in Perth.
Yeah, great to see them tuning in, supporting their
Need to get
WA team.
Marcus to one of these bowls events. He doesn't like to show up anymore. Saw him at a couple and doesn't like us. Skips for their final bowls.
Yeah, looks to be under. But it's not the end of the world. He didn't really want to go anywhere near this. Okay, Peter Taylor. Looking to arrive. A couple of yards of weight. Spring the shot bowls. Gives him a chance to potentially kill it. Well, he's got draw weight. Just fading past. Great effort.
This is a 4 at the moment for WA, which, mind you, after 16 ends, they were down 15-11.
Yeah,
stormed home.
Their back sort of 6 ends has been really good, Val. They've all played well. Some great conversions by Peter and Bradley.
Final bowl, unless it is killed.
So I can't see him picking up a 3 or a 4 here. So it will be a win to the WA boys.
So this final one coming in. What's it going to do? Going to sneak past. They'll shake hands, but that is going to be a 4 to WA, it seems. That's exactly what it is. So from 15-11 down after 16, they end the 21st, 22-15 up. Grant Nickel, Gary Keep, Peter Leeson and Bradley King. That is an impeccable victory. Yes, they lost on the overall masterboard, but 56, that's the highest losing score that we've seen. So they kept in it, they kept fighting. And what a match that was. Brilliantly performed by Western Australia. Andrew Howie, we're going to let you go. Thank you very much for jumping on with us this morning.
No, thank you, Val. Great to call that match. Yeah, both teams played well, but the WA boys, too good in the end.
New South Wales get the job done on the masterboard. So they'll move to 3-0 ahead of their next clash against Tasmania, which should be enthralling. WA have to go up against the unbeaten Victoria. Plenty more still to come. We'll be back in just over an hour's time for the NT up against South Australia. That's the women's section, so looking forward to that. We'll catch you soon.